and so and so and so on and so forth. And hello, hi. So this is Jeff Blanks, trimming them together home at last. Hey, Marcia, you in the house?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's two, and we're gonna leave Elizabeth alone. We have a family dinner to get to at 2:30 today, and we will, because we're gonna be done on time. Yes, sir. And if y'all don't want to see us where you're seeing us, you want to see us pure, we're on YouTube. Hold on a second. Let me throw you that link so that you don't have to waste your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr time. So go click on that link and join us here live on YouTube, because today we're going to help a family live, and I'm putting it in your lap because I led from the front. Last night I put in the first $20 required to get this done so this woman and her son can have a place to be. And I decided last night in a fit of temper to do it. And I was going to stay up all night and say, oh no, we're going to get this done. We're going to get it. Well, guess what? It's daylight. I've calmed. I've brought my coffee. Yes, this is my coffee cup. Let me get this out here for you, America. This little thing right here. Hold on. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see if it's worth answering. Am I going to stop for scam likely? Not likely. Okay. So, yeah, just so y'all know, I didn't just throw away a phone call. Scam likely. Okay, well, this family's worth shutting off the phone and spending all this time with you. Anyway, 32 ounces of serious coffee, and I will fill this again and again as necessary to stay going. So, let's start with the who. We are dealing with the Mitchell family. Let's start with the what. We are going to help them pay the balance of this off because it's what Together in Home at Last does. Wait, we go back to the who again. What and who is Together in Home at Last? Together in Home at Last is a nonprofit in Sandstone, Minnesota. And while y'all go, where the hell is Sandstone? Minnesota, find it. Okay. Now Google Hinckley, Minnesota. There you go. I'll give you a second to actually type. Some people actually still thumb type. There we go. And then after that, I want you to go 1 freeway exit north, 7 miles north of Hinckley, and you'll find the little hamlet of Sandstone.
Great community.
Great, small, tiny community.
Yes.
Where the town square is somewhere between Chris's Foods and Family Dollar. There you go. There's that. Okay. And why is this tiny hamlet with a nonprofit bugging you? Well, should I use the line I hate so much?
You could.
I think I should insert that here because I can. Okay. It's not just irritating when people say it, because I can. All right. I'm irritating you today, not just for that reason, but because
the Mitchell family deserves a home.
They do. Everybody. Matter of fact, and the part that's funny is, I know part of the reason that people aren't jumping on these fundraisers is you're worried about freebie, moochie, giving away stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, and yet when I look at other fundraisers, important, not important, so on and so forth, it's kind of hard to believe that smaller ones like this don't deserve as much attention as, well, I don't know, a bunch of unfortunately killed hockey players to the tune of $10.3 million. Wow. Okay. And it's not that they don't deserve it or the families don't need the money. It's, wow, $10.3 million. Oh, and by the way, it's not the amount that gets me. That's never what gets me. That just annoys me sometimes. It's like, really that much for the dog tail? It's the amount of people who did it, because that's how we calculate in our head. And when we're doing these fundraisers, like, well, how many people do we need to get this done? Because the person you think you're going to get is actually 3, 5, 12 people deep to get that one person. So to get $10.3 million, you're talking about 121,160 people. By the way, we do break it down and we do the math. That was $85.14 each. Wow.
Yes.
That is wow.
Actually,
Okay.
Jeff does the math.
Yeah, she actually handles all the copy back there and make sure that I don't say improper things to brave the grammar police to the house, because apparently they're real and vicious. Ooh, there's uniforms and everything. I'm sure there's a t-shirt. Okay. So Together Home at Last is out of Sandstone, Minnesota. And this is what's really important to understand about us. I'm originally from St. Paul, and I worked for the Urban League and the United Way and the Red Cross and all those other very great organizations. Okay, this isn't just excuse me. The one thing we used to say is we hated when hobbyists show up. Oh, we must do something to help the downtrodden. Blah blah. Yeah, hate those people. We appreciate the effort. That has nothing to do with this. That's just an upside. The downside is that in the process, certain topics and things get pushed down because it's not popular. And the one thing we accept about homelessness and our organization is that it ain't popular, and that's fine. But that being said, we are proud to be the bottom of the barrel. Not quite the goo at the bottom of the barrel. We're still above the scum of the bottom. But anything below us is really, 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 really desperate, bad, crazy, blah. Okay, that's how proud we are of that, because that means you've gone through all those other organizations. You've gone through your county offices, your state offices, if possible, to get help, and you didn't find it. And Together Home at Last is sitting there going, so what do you need to get this done so that your family will not be homeless? And in this particular case, they took the time to find the RV, to work the plan. They even have the spot to put the plan. Now we're going to help make sure that they put the RV on the spot so that they will continue working and going to school. That's the reason we're here today on the why. So, for those of you who have ever been homeless and realize how much of a struggle it is to get help, to get all this done, that's part of what we're doing today. And I'm going to grab this right now.
And please donate, because we hate turning people away.
Oh wait, we're gonna get to that, Mars. Oh, I am definitely not.
Don't come that way.
Okay, now that is where you go to donate to help this family, and we're doing it live. So one, my video won't be long, and two, you know exactly why I'm talking to you. And there's a person in here, and I so want to click on the little person and go, hello, thank you for coming today. Actually, thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, I'm into my radio mode and working. Okay, so here's the thing. Before we're done, I want that done. And how do I know we can get this done? Because that one person, if they take the time and would do us the favor and share this YouTube video on whatever media you're doing right now and say, come in here, link, that number will change from 1 to the necessary numbers. Oh, and by the way, when dealing with family existential crisis, we always do the head count and say, well, what do we need? We covered this earlier. So this little ditty needs 99 more people. Okay, and I'm not talking about the video, I'm talking about the fundraiser to get the thing for the family. And if you can see the chat here, I already put up the link for it, but if you can't, on Facebook, oh wait, let me fix that right now. So as a matter of fact, this is what I like about live. So we're gonna go back into Facebook and go to our page, because guess what? Today I did the I did the website before I did Facebook. That's my usual problem, right? It's like, we gotta get Facebook done. Oh my God, quick, update the page.
Yeah.
I actually got the website done before I got the, oh wow, this is fun. So while this poor computer struggles to get Facebook up and running, we're up to two people. All right, here we go. All right, now
we celebrate.
We celebrate every little itty bitty baby step. That's two people in our room watching us live, and I'm not wearing anything revealing.
Me neither.
Yeah, we were discussing this yesterday while I'm waiting on Facebook to load.
No clothing and no cartels.
So the half joke, half serious moment I go through all the time is that it would almost be simpler to call up a drug cartel and cut a deal, because I want to get stuff done. I'm tired of not getting things done, and therefore, you know, and Mars was saying that she was going to pop zippers, what we call it, right? So you zip down, get that proper cleavage there, right, and cash in on every person. I'm going to put a sex on it. Every person who's like, oh, it's cleavage. Here, have money. And gee, are we insulted by the fact that we've been working on this for 3 years? Not this, but on Together Home at Last for 3 years. And because there was cleavage, now there's a $5,000 check. At first, she did exactly what I said. It's $5,000. And I'm like, dude, it was your cleavage. Took a while, but she came around to, yeah, that is kind of sick. Yeah, it is. Okay, so apparently I have asked the computer to do too much and broke it. Oh no, there it is. Okay, cool beans. Just can't give it time to load. Apparently doing a YouTube live video is a lot of bandwidth. Just putting that out there for you guys. We're using up so much internet of our stuff that it's struggling to load Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so we're doing the who, what's the wins, whys, where. Anyway, for me, been in nonprofit life a very much large chunk of my life, and we opened this nonprofit because a friend of ours, Jacob, we'll allow him to have his privacy, lost his place. And he lost the place because it was a part of the employment of the wife. And everybody thought, well, no big deal, a week or two and we will be fine. We'll go hang out with friends and take it as vacation. And vacation kept extending, and the services kept, you don't qualify for this, or you don't have enough for that. And the county, the state, and everything was just getting worse. So we held fundraisers, just like every friend, right? Oh, Jacob found an RV. That was the plan. He paid for 1,000 trails out there in California and on that end of the United States, so that he'd always have a place to park it. He doesn't have to worry about it. There's no parking on the streets. His kids are still in school, and this man is loyal to his children. Trust me, it's both adorable and annoying at the same time. What? Yes. It's very adorable, annoying. He won't leave California because he loves his children. He doesn't want to be the absentee dad, or we're going to see dad this summer when we travel to. He doesn't want to do that. So stubborn. Love him. Just want to love him and punch him in the nose at the same time. And I don't know. I think about 2-3 donations in, because I love the leave a comment thing, and that's how you get better stuff done, right? So, is this tax deductible? My brain said yes, because I donated to someone. I usually write it down, hold the receipt, turn it in. All right, we need to be a 501c3 for that to be. Oh. Okay, well, no. Let's look into being one. Right? Don't jump ahead. It's
okay.
Okay. So we're checking, and I'm telling you now that not everybody can do it, and the IRS is slightly precautious in passing these out.
Yes.
But there's 2 levels of it, and you need to know that. The $800-some level, which is the very committed, the one where you will write down every board member, every qualification, did across the board, or you can come down to the 400 level, where we came down,
Yes.
which is more grassrooty.
Yes.
Okay, and you're still spending quite a bit of money on a long shot, but yeah, so that's the way we went. I'm going to get rid of that. It's just not going to happen. So we're not. Oh, I can go get my phone and do it. Huh? Okay, do that. Where was it? Anyway, so we got the money together. We filled out the paperwork, and we got the status. In fact, I'm almost tempted to. Hold on a second. Yeah, you want live? I'll give you live. Give me a second. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh, get in there. There we go. This is the Tahalas folder. And part of the reason I do this is because I never know when I need to have paperwork, because technically, even in our 3rd year, we are still new. Okay. And being new, you have to have your paperwork available to show when you need to show. Okay. So here's our awards letter. This is part of the reason I wanted to do this today. Was I'm tired of those funky trolls that we have, and I love the fact that I get to use trolls as a proper word now. They're not mythical. They live everywhere. And they don't live in fairy tales. They live in the United States. And they go on your broadcast and they say really weird crap. And they do really weird crap to mess with your broadcast. Well, you know what? There is my proof that we are United States government certified American USDA choice nonprofit. 501c3. Legal. Okay. And for those of you who are mad at the IRS, you got to learn how to use the IRS. Okay. So we took the time to do the paperwork to become this legal entity, and thought, and this is the part I love about this country. So this is the land of the brave, home of the free and the crazy. I meant giving, loving, altruistic people.
Yes.
Called nonprofits. Okay. And so got our nonprofit status. And now that we have this, the world will now come to our door. Matter of fact, guess who came to my door first? Ireland.
Yes.
I'm still lad. Ireland came and said, you know what? We read your thing, because the website was horrible. Okay, website's horrible, Facebook horrible, just horrible, right? And they go, we'd love to have you here in Ireland working with our homeless, and because we like the structure of your program. It's good. It's not about the giving and the thing. It's about, as soon as they make an effort, there's a reward. And we love that idea. And we'll make sure that you have all the money you need to do what you need to do. And I'm like, loving the Irish brogue in my ear, basically turning to liquid jello as he's talking, going, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Wait. I've got to finish America First, I said. And he's like, really? I mean, we've got to building and all sorts of stuff that, and the worst part about it is, opposite of seeing a caller ID and an organization I'm not going to put out there just in case it's what I really think it was, calling me and saying, hey, by the way, bring your nonprofit over here, which I had just filled out an application saying I'm not going to or from a foreign country. Okay, that's when you sign up. We're not giving nonprofit status to half the terroristic things you think, because you got to write this down. You got to fill this thing in. But anyway, so we got an invitation to Ireland, and I turned it down. And hindsight, you know, here's this thing promising to, as long as we do what we said we were doing. And back then I was even publishing the bylaws and everything else because I wanted you to understand that I was, you know, legit, and this is serious. So we didn't go to Ireland. Hindsight 2020, maybe. Okay. So now we went and got this thing. We got the first call from Ireland. We turned it down to stay in America because now that we're a nonprofit, everything will be great. Off smooth as silk, right? So who are you? Where are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Why should I trust you? And you know what? I love that question. I do. I will give you 2 reasons, and you can do what you want with them. This is me. It will never be anything but me. And I don't mean personage. I mean what I am is what I am. I don't put on airs. I may talk crazy because, well, I am slightly insane to do what I'm doing anyway. I love voices and dialects and all sorts of, good God. Becky, do me a monster favor. Grab Elizabeth an ice cream sandwich, please. I'm going to, life goes on. That's the other thing for us. And 2, out of all the people you're going to see over the next however many years, I want you to understand that we're not the hobbyists. Matter of fact, we're worse than hobbyists. We're actually trench people.
Yeah.
Everybody on the board of directors of Together Home at Last have been homeless, with and without children. And my personal story takes me through 11 years, no, grandiose total of about 14 years of homelessness, and none of it due to lack of paying rent, drug use, gambling, or other. A lot of it was rezoning. We lost a house once because the Historic Society said, it's a triplex, not a quad. Clean out the house, we're going to remodel it. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Our last time that brought us into homelessness was a landlord who got tired of getting yelled at by his wife, and said, I'm just not redoing it. And if you leave now, I won't cause you any trouble, just go away. And it's like, we had just, Beth had gotten the settlement, and we were fixing up the house, new refrigerator, new this, new that, blah, 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 across the board. And so suddenly you got to go. And our friend Deb at the time had a property in Garrison, Minnesota, and we was like, oh, cool, we'll just go do summer vacation anyway. June, good time to be homeless. So you're going up to Garrison, and you're going to hang out, and we got tents and coolers and all sorts of things. And because where the property was, if you need to go number 2, yes, we have children, we go number 2, you go down to the boat launch on 169, right? Jump that story ahead to suddenly having the county on property. And someone had defiled the cabin, which is the other reason we were using tents. And they refused to believe that we were going number 2 at the boat launch. And anything we said was taken as semantics or being difficult. Either get these kids off the property, or we're going to put them in a 72-hour hold. And I'm from Ramsey County, and I've dealt with Hennepin County, and we all know what 72 hours means. Your kids will be gone. So we decided to do the smart thing and send them down to the godmom. That's nice. Yep. Still getting messages. So yeah, suffice to say, we sent them down to Oklahoma to be safe while we figured out what we were going to do, which turned into a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home that still didn't work. That story's on a totally different video. I'm not doing that. And so we left there, and by the time we get to here in Sandstone, 14 years later, and the whole time we've been renting places and getting places with the express thing of, hey, this will help us get the kids. Okay. So anyway, so Jacob was the catalyst that got this started. And we were dealing with the trust. I tend to go everywhere, so just try and keep up. Okay. When I put this nonprofit together, I took the lessons of old. And I mean, St. Paul Urban League, who's now gone, the way of the dildo, so on and so forth. I took all those lessons from those people, brought them here, and said, this is the way we work. So, board of directors, I gladly welcome any of you to come and join our board. We kind of, I guess it's kind of elitist, but that's okay. We kind of prefer you have some experience with a minimum threat of homelessness. So if you've faced an eviction, but didn't quite get evicted, but felt that fear, that trickle, that sweat, oh God, what are we going to do? You might want to join us. Okay. But you ain't getting paid. Okay. We're not ever going to have to choose between our programs and our salaries. Now that's not staff, that's board. Okay. And that's part of the reason I put it out as trust. And it is in our bylaws. In our 5th or 6th year, I believe, if there's enough money, God, we're finally alive, every board member is allowed 50 grand for the year. Period. I don't care what chairman, secretary, treasurer, 50 is the cap. And you don't have to take it. It's by choice. Okay. So, and it's not an entitlement either, by the way. I work on the board, I deserve 50 grand. No, you don't. Nope. You deserve a chair. That's it. At the table. With a voice. That's it. So, part of the reason and the mental focus of building that trust that so many have destroyed is not making it about us. It's always has, always will, forever will, until such time as I is dead, which is not a challenge. Not looking for assassins right now. Thank you. Just getting started. Will always be about the people that we help. Okay. And when we started this out because of Jacob and the stuff we wanted to do, yeah, it started out pretty petty. It was, let's stick it to the man at the bank. Okay. All right. Now you stay with me here and you'll see how evolution takes place. Okay. So when you go to a bank, you found this house. It's a cute little house. It's about 50 grand, right? And it's just enough for you and the wife or you and the child or just getting your family started. And you made a plan that goes about, you want to say about 10, 15 years. Okay. Fill out the application, sit down with the banker, and the banker puts on that face. Well, your application is okay. Your credit's a little low. We're going to be needing this first time about, I know it may seem excessive, but 20% down would actually make the deal solid and doable for us here. Wipe off the serious face, and here we go. 20% of 50 grand is, come on, people. Don't make me do this easy math. Really? 10% is 5,000. 20%. $10,000. You paid off basically 1/5 of the house up front, and you took the time to get together about 3 to 5 grand, figuring about 10% down. When banks give you outrageous higher numbers, they're looking to say, go away in the most polite way that you can't come back and sue them for. And we said, F that. I'm going to try really hard not to swear today. This is hard. Yeah. We wanted to be that nonprofit that get a letter. Yep, fill out our application. Okay. Get a letter from the bank. Cool. All right. Cut the check. Go back to the bank, hand them the letter and the check. Make sure you get a picture of their face when they see what the check is. And then actually get me video so that when they turn around and try and welch on what they said in writing, we can help you there, because we have friends that are lawyers, lots of them. So it'll be fun. And that's where we started. We were going to do down payment assistance. Oh no, you're going to give them that house. They can afford that house. They planned that house. They've scheduled that house. They budgeted that house. You want 25% of $150,000? There you go. Okay. We evolved to the point that we realized, why are we letting them go through that? And I lost my person. Doggone it. Anyway, why are we going through that? Why are we putting them through that? We can actually do that ourselves. And we did. That we developed the program with the non-interest loans to make sure that people will always have what they need as long as we have it. You got a plan, provable balance plan.
Which is why we need your.
Yes, which brings us back to why we're here today. And this, like I said, this is me, right? And that's why I keep myself here, because I'll get just rabid dog upset here and not get anything done. Okay. So we came in here to do a fundraiser for the Mitchell family. Let's get back to business and learn about Together Home at Last, which is TAHALAST.org. TAHALAST. Funny terroristic organization story there. Because we, Together and Home at Last.org is still there. Oh boy, is that a lot to type. TAHALAST.org. And all the stuff you need to know about us is there. And if not, feel free to call 320-405-9538. That's me. She's 36. And we'll gladly answer questions all day, all night. But today we're getting this done. And we're asking for your help to help them close the deal. In fact, they've been so blessed that it turns out the person they're buying it from is the son of a performing person who once was an electrician, who knew her father. So we got to save some money when they decided to go ahead and do the registration for the RV. So it's like now she can just walk over there, stick a key in it, and drive, and no cops bugging her to the new place over in Dakota Meadows. Yeah, okay, we're good. But we need to get this done, and we need 99 people to get it done. And we came live to, well, hang on, line. I came to apply some pressure. I wanted to.
More than 99 will be just as glad.
Yeah. And and the usual question that comes with, what happens if you go over the money? It goes to the family. We don't need it. Well, we do need it. We could do other things, but fundraiser direct is fundraiser direct.
Yep.
And therefore, if it's 2001 or 2012 or 2022 or whatever, after we pay for, because we were writing the check direct to the owner, after that happens, whatever's left over, and I've got proof that the title and stuff is where it's supposed to be and done. Insurance was actually cheaper than thought. Hold on a second here. Here we go. There we go. Anyway, so yes, that is where the money's going this time. And I say this time because each situation is its own situation.
All individual cases.
All individual cases. It would be wonderful if it was cookie cutter, one for all and all for one kind of thing. But each family faces its own crisis. You can't. Homelessness is a big problem, but my homelessness is not your homelessness. Okay, and people need to really realize that when they're talking to in the middle of the mad yappies. Okay, sorry, finally got the Facebook page up and running, and of course, as you can tell, it's eating up bandwidth here, so I have to grab and get rid of this thing. Chop, chop. I think I'm going to the Together and Home and Last page. And I'm writing a post. I'm writing a post with the most. All right, sorry. And the voice you hear is William, our reader here, because I'm the
Reality.me web link.
Yeah, I'm top of the visual food chain, and I'm at like 2050, 2060 in my vision, which means I can drive, which makes me muy humble important.
Yes.
Yeah, we live in the country, right? Y'all can have your down south country. We live in the north country, and in the north country, you need a car. Everything you need is 20 miles away, if not 30. Oh, I'm just going to run to the Walmart. And the first time when we moved up here about 7 years ago, it was like, Walmart, where's that? Pine City? Good God, that's way down. And they just gave me this look like, duh. Of course, it's, well, you can go up to Cloquet if you want. That's even further. What the?
Yeah.
Okay, but once you live here, you realize this is your reality. This is what you do. Yeah. So I am putting on a late invitation to Together Home at Last. Wow, who would have figured? I would forget Facebook. I did my line. And I suppose I could, hold on, let me get this tacked in here. In fact, I'm going to remove our pinned page and turn this into the pinned page as soon as it reloads. That could be a while. So, okay. We need to talk about helping the family. And we need to talk about it seriously, very seriously. This family, and I keep saying that, and I realize how it sounds. I do, because I've been watching for years some of the great preachers and creatures, preachers and creatures, come to you and tell you, oh, when you should come forth and give, give. Okay. And I love to hold up pictures, and I was kind of hoping she'd stop by, and it's like, you don't mind me throwing you on international broadcast, do you? So that people know you're real. Oh, you brought the RV, and we still need to finish paying it off because the family that's selling it realizes that, hey, they need a place to be. So they're trying to give her extra time to pay it off. And working or not, she asked for help. And it's not big help, it's just help. So if you would not mind and be so kind to attend my presence for a while. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we are now officially marked everywhere necessary.
Sweet.
To be seen. And we are going over here. Let's see who that is. It's got nothing to do with us. Okay. Close that. Okay, so I'm going to treat this telethon style.
Great.
Mars is the heart of this company, and I say company instead of organization because it's a lot of work. Organizations get to be like, cool, let me do this for you. Companies on the ground, blue collar. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, and oh Lord, yes. So
Call me.
yeah. 320-405-9536.
I will shamelessly share the gratitude.
There you go. And she means it too. She's got skills. And
I will send these thank you cards.
ooh, homemade, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with some computer help.
Yeah. I am but the elf that makes blah blah blah. Okay. So you know, I always loved it when KTCA did this. You know, it's pledge time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
oh, me too.
and we told stories and we did shows, and it's like, you know what?
Shows. Yeah.
It is now the 21st century, and KTCA, TPT is basically the way of the dodo.
It's really sad.
We knew it was a bad day when Sesame Street showed up on HBO.
I know, that's really depressing.
God, world's changing. Yes, sir. And it ain't getting saner, it's getting crazier.
Never
God.
forget Obama for that.
Actually, no, that's not an Obama moment. Oh my God. What, how? Okay. You know what? Apparently, we're going to have some political discussion here today. For everybody who believes that Barack Obama, child of Hawaii, mixed child of America,
Yes.
turned around and canceled public television funding.
He didn't help.
And there we come to the next thing. Apparently, he wasn't black enough. And I've been hearing that on Facebook and Twitter for a while. So how black do you need to be black? Because guess what? I'm black. Don't look at my skin and beard. My mama dark. My daddy dark. My grandpa, whose daddy was dark and mama was dark, I am his genetic knockoff. And in this country, you only need one drop of blood. Matter of fact, you know what's really funny? The American Native and their tribes require a certain percentage to participate in tribal business and fiduciary activities.
Charlie, you're digressing.
No, I'm not. But you only need one drop, one pinky nail, not even a pinky nail worth of black blood in you, and you're black. There we go. So, pros and cons. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so political stuff aside, we're going to be done with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How black is black? Okay.
I got that song.
Enjoy that. So, yeah, we're basically pulling Howard Stern here, which is kind of maddening.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have $20.75, and I did that so that you understand a pure donation. When you get to the bottom of this thing, we'll ask you, would you like to pay the fees so that it won't be deducted out of your donation? So it's a 75-cent fee to handle the thing. And I'm trying to decide if it's important to mention it or not.
It probably is.
Y'all love GoFundMe and Kickstarter and all that stuff. And they swear it's free. What's free is putting it up. As far as your donations that you give people, they get hit with these fees, processors. Okay. So if you gave $1, you only really gave what? 75 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents, whatever. Okay. You need to know that. And that's part of the being here with me. Okay. And I realized that I'm most likely talking to myself for 44 minutes. Oh, wait, we did have 2 people through.
Yeah, we did.
It's a shame we lost them because
Yes.
now I feel all lonely.
I'm still here.
Love American style. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need $1,099. And like I said, I'm going to refresh this because this is the tally board. It used to be the how are we doing there, Bob? Well, let's take a look at the board and see where we are on this one. Well, we've had a lot of phone calls and a lot of people come back, but we haven't had any donations yet.
Oh, dang, we're gonna have a whatchamacallit.
What?
That drum thingy. What's that drum? You know, the drum. The drum roll thingy.
Ah, she wants a drum roll. Okay.
Yeah.
We will get a drum roll. We forgot some time. I've still got to cook for our family dinner at the daughter's house today. So somewhere along the way, I'm going to go. But right now, we are live here in Sandstone at Together and Home at Last, and we're asking for your help with the Mitchell family and getting this particular thing done. And if we get this done, we'll move on to the April house because that comes in various sundry stages that we need to get done. And last night, I'm glad that I didn't stay up all night doing this on Facebook or anywhere else because I was going to say some interesting things. One I kept, the rest I dumped. For those of you who have been with us a while and feel that, you know, he's a bit too uppity. Okay, let's cover this real quick. If by dumping the April House project makes you do this project, oh, thank God he came to his senses. Yes, I'll help him get this RV, but I won't help him with the free house we were given to move. I prefer you don't donate. If you need us to backstab a family who's been homeless over a year because it's easier to help the one that just really got slammed into homelessness, which doesn't make it less, it's just as annoying. But you want me to backstab the client I have for the client I just got so that you feel better about donating something more affordable and doable. Please don't donate. Every person on this planet deserves a place to live. The fact that it's going to take some work is what it takes. The fact that you had to do something else to get your home, congratulations. God bless you. And if you don't believe in God, don't worry about it. I'll believe for you.
So will I.
See, do for oneself. Okay. But sometimes you need a hand up versus a hand out. And for everyone who thinks that we do handouts, we do not. We provide affordable housing for families, which is part of the reason we're doing this. This is about affordable housing and the independence of never having that threat over your head.
Never having used this. 3-day eviction notice, they exist.
Yeah. Actually, we can get all the way down in certain countries. So feels like other, yeah, I know, but it's might be all another country. Where tenants' rights do not exist, you may receive as low as a 12-hour eviction.
Yep.
But apparently, subconscious won't go below 12 hours. So, from 12 hours to a month or two. But that 12-hour is leave the court after the announcement and decree by the judge. Get your butt home. Grab all your stuff.
Get somewhere
Fast. Yeah. Oh, wait. They threw you out at the beginning of the month, so storage lockers, everything is gone. They threw out in the middle of the month. They want time to process your application. Mm-hmm. And remember that this face and the one behind me are actually 70s children, where they used to have to make phone calls. Lots and lots of phone calls. And if it was long distance, odds are you weren't going to get a call, then it would be just disavowed. Now we live in the information age where I can pick up my phone and Google. Pull your credit report, pour everything in and out. Okay. we're taking that away from the Mitchell family for a while. Okay. And helping them get indoors so that they can live together at home at last without threat. And we're asking,
family deserves that.
and every family deserves that. So we're asking for your help today to do that. And I don't care if you match me, that would be super. Drop $1. I say it all the time. People are like, oh, that's just stupid. No. I'd like to see $1 plus the fee, so it's a pure dollar. And then however many people we need to stand up behind that, right behind that, which would be 1,098 people. And when you're talking about YouTube, hi, person just walked in. When you're talking about YouTube, this is instant access to the world. And this is why we're holding this live telethon. And I wish I could. Actually, what I want to do is open my other screen and I'll just crack open YouTube videos for the entertainment section of our telethon. Did you ever see my favorite drummer? Here, click. There we go. And switch screens. And yeah, that would be great. But it's also a little illegal.
Yeah, it's just a
little illegal. Kind of sort of. It is public domain. Yeah, whatever. We'll work it out. But we need your help with the Mitchell family, this RV. The links you need are here in the comments. Or, yeah, she really wants comments. She wants to know if she was seeing we were talking blah, blah, blah across the board. But you can go to our website, tahalas.org, where this face will meet you at there. Yep, I embedded this live broadcast in the website. Go down to the RV, click on the thing, follow it to the fundraiser right here. Actually, wait, I think the one on the front page leads you to our continued stories about our family.
And by the way, if you'd like, you can hold your own fundraisers for us.
Okay, we'll get to that instead of wild hair. Yeah. I know. Oh, no, I know. In fact, you know what? Let me cover this while Marcia brought that up. Together at Home at Last, being an organization in a small town.
Very small town.
In a medium state. Okay, stop.
Sorry.
Yeah. You think I get preachy? Okay. But it's not meant to be anything more than the service organization that is planned to be. Okay. One day when we're older and growed up, because right now we're about 19 years old human time, which means that we haven't really got our feet fully wet the way the world wants us to, and therefore kind of not taken serious. So I guess we'll come back about 25, 26 year human time, and everybody's like, oh, what a powerful blah, 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 blah. So down the road, there's emergency disaster services plan. There's a self-sustaining model for Together at Home at Last, so that we don't have to come here and do pledge time or give-y time or donate time unless it's a special situation like this one, which I'm going to get back to in about 30 seconds. No, what I mean is live stuff, fast, emergency, jump in. Okay, thanks. So right now we need your help with this. Anyway, so go to Tahalas. You will find me waiting there like, dang, he's everywhere. Yes, I am. And scroll down to the RV, click on the thing, which will bring you to our continuing story of our families, where you get to meet some of the Mitchell information, and then that will take you to the fundraising page. There we go. And we are looking to get this done today for the family. Okay, we're not looking to stretch it out, and I know what the clock says on there, but sometimes part of a hand up is reinforcing the faith of someone else, not in a religious object, but in hope. Okay, hope is a hard thing to come by, and you think it's kind of, oh, just get a job, get a bootstrapping attitude, and you'll be fine. What do you do when you can't? What do you do when there isn't? What do you do when you've thrown everything you got at it and it still seems like everything's against it? And it's so simple. Why can't, why aren't I allowed to have this thing that will help me keep my job, keep my child, live a better life, at least temporarily? Because I'm sorry, living out of your car, been there, done that, Mars.
Yep.
Yep, did that. Yep. It's not fun.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
okay. When you're a kid, and we're doing between the 0 to 9.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. That's adventure.
Yeah.
When you're 15,
It's not so much fun.
losing the luster. Yes, it
Yeah.
is. It's not as fun as it was. Anyway, and so this mom and this son who got caught in the new, we're going to renovate the building scam. And I'm sorry, it is, because you get everybody out, raise the rent, and then lock out your previous tenants who had a life in that building, had jobs that they went to, and schools they attended, and community and friends and everything else. Over, get out. And no, we're not putting up at a hotel. We really just want to work on the building. It's so old and we should get that done. So I don't get to see the new stuff after being here for, nope. You should move on to a better place. And it's like, okay, I will. And then when you question it, just to make sure it happens, you get an evict. And in this information age, an evict, no one asks why, which is really annoying to me and others. There's a reason I got evicted, and I told you the truth, and you should call or research Facebook, whatever, Google, and find out if I'm telling the truth versus, it's just not worth the work. Okay. So please help us get this done today. I donated first to make sure. Lead from the front. There you go. And we've been carrying the load since the door is open. Matter of fact, just to show you how much we put aside, us versus you, as an example. I don't know if I want to know what that was. We still have a Facebook bill from our basic first or second year, where, oh, here, boost it. Let 20,000 people see what you're doing. And it's like, oh, yes, this will lead us to greatness. What it will lead you to is debt. $107 and something cents worth of debt that we're like, you know what? Not doing that no more. Sorry, Mr. Zuckerberg. I'd love to use your services, all of them. But I'm a nonprofit, not a for-profit corporation. Therefore, if you're going to offer me boosting, how about a buy one, get one? Okay. Anyway, so the question that crosses my mind while we're doing this is when, and I get that we must be of a positive attitude, so therefore we don't do the negative things. Okay, we don't. Oh, no, be positive, 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 positive. Okay, I'm going to hand you your positive. You went to work, you came home, your house was gone. What the WTF right there? Was it a tornado? No. Was it straight line winds? No. Was it termites? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Depending on your state, city, yeah, might have been termites. Gone. Tasty pine. Okay, but it's gone. And I need you to start asking yourselves, what are you going to do at that moment? Where are you going to go? And how much did you not just lose by losing your house, but crap, I left the credit cards in the fire safe. Oh, crap. All I have is the Walmart and the bank card, and not due to get paid till Tuesday. Yeah. What you going to do? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call? There we go. Break that bad boy up. It's not us. It's going to be your county office. It's going to be your Catholic Charities, your Lutheran services. All those people you're going to contact. And you better be able to explain why you're there, what you need. Because remember, your house is gone. In fact, where are your children? They weren't home from school yet, were they? House missing, children now missing. Oh no, they stopped at so-and-so friend's house. Thank you. Gone. Okay, so we're in Catholic Charities, we're in Lutheran Services, we're in Red Cross, we're in the United Way. And the United Way is actually the world's greatest umbrella for nonprofit. You know, those who can't party, bring the house to partying. Okay. So after you've done all of them, after you've looked at all the services and organizations and everything else, we look forward to being the one that you come to for help. And the two things you need, which you have, only, I should say three to be fair. So you have an income, which means you can support the plan you're about to come up with, which is number two, and you have a child and or children or a dependent person. And I do mean dependent, I don't mean your boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, we have a challenged child that most likely will be with you for the rest of your days. That is your child. We count it as family. A family. Mommy, daddy with no children, not so much. We're getting to that because the one thing we've accepted since the beginning, and I love Marcia for this, because she's the literal shirt off, bra off, I have a little extra skin off person I've ever known. Especially if there's children involved, especially babies. Yeah, that's done. She'll give you everything, including my shirt if I'm not watching her. Ah, but you didn't say that's not true, which is what's even more scary for me. Oh, no, honey, I would never take your shirt. That's your shirt. Yep, my shirt is gone. Marcy's found babies and wants to help them. Provided there isn't another baby that needs help before you give me another shirt. Right, see? And this is, you know, heart of the organization back there. So, yeah, we look forward to being that last step. I don't mind it at all. I'm not about branding and money and did it across the board. It's being there. If everybody else has failed you and what you need, want and need can be braided together. We prefer a more common sense approach. Can be done by us for you. We're good. That's what we're here for. That's what we were created for across the board. Together Home at Last was never intended to be, oh, we're going to be big and powerful. Oh, I won't mind it at all. We'll cover that later. We're never intending to be the great, all powerful, worth billions of dollars because of, you know, who's on our board and blah, blah, blah across the board, because I will flip the bird in a heartbeat. If you're coming to my board for the sake of status, please go away. This is a working board. Every member on it is committed to what we do because we've been there and we get it, and we don't want. I sit upon the board of Together Home at Last. It's a wonderful little organization I picked up. Go away. Yeah, matter of fact, call me elitist. I don't care. Right now, I'm not looking for people for bragging rights. If I want bragging rights, I'm chasing The Rock, Will Smith, Holly Berry, because every homeless thing that ever did it and is famous, I'll take them long before I take Mr. Billionaire, who just wants to have something to do, to give back. You know how you give back? Go down to the family homeless shelter, Mr. Billionaire, and sit and talk with them. Please don't wear the $900 suit. It's unnerving when people walk into your shelter and it's like, it's the suit. Yeah, don't. Please don't. Grab some t-shirt and jeans. Yeah. Dress down. It can be $600 t-shirt. Just cut the damn tag off and sit and talk with these families. And like, I like this family. I love their story. I understand where they're coming from. And go buy them a house.
Yeah.
But don't come here. Grunts. Lots of grunts on the board. We're all horrible, terrible, stinky, smelly, blue collar, pink collar people.
Yeah.
And we don't want to give things away. We want to make things affordable so that homelessness ends. How do you end homelessness? You make sure that a person has very little, minuscule reason to be homeless, and they either doing it by choice or they're really in trouble, in which case they should be turning back to us saying, this happened, right? So the 600-room hotel and transitional housing that's planned, groundbreaking, hopefully 2020, 21. Still thinking Pine City, waiting to kind of hear back from the mayor and city planner. That's part of what would be, okay, hey, they lost control and come to the offices. Let's do some job search and figure out what went wrong. Let's take a look, attend the budget class, and let's find out what happened. How'd you get, and the thing is, I have to use the April house as an example. So the house is free. The renovation is planned at about 40K. The land is 26K. And then the supplies, and everything mixed together. So we're hoping for about 75K. And then we will, and we just got a house lawyer.
Yes.
John, yes, love John. John's last name does not need to be out there right now. As soon as he writes the first mortgage. Yeah, we're that shameless. Like, as soon as John does his lawyer thing, we'll be like, yeah, John Clink, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and we covered the mortgage thing yesterday. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So this $75,000 project that we're taking on for this family of a free house student in comes with a mortgage, which is yeah, I need coffee first. Okay. It is a culmination of all the things to make the house that makes the mortgage. That's one of the things we figured out a while ago. If we do that, and we've only been at, if we do this, when this person, like, you can have the house, just get it off the land. And we went and looked at the house, and wow, it's in better shape than we thought. And stop saying things about windows. And yeah, it's like, stop talking about those damn windows. Leave it alone. So we got this house and we're gonna put it together. It costs about 75 grand, budget wise, to get this done. That 75,000 becomes the mortgage of that house over 30 years for the family. I'm gonna do the math for you. That's $60 to $85. And I would say 60 to 85 because we have incidentals that will come up in doing a house. Like, there's a fee for the county to register the mortgage. There's a fee for the state to register. And then there's a surcharge of a percentage of the cost of the house, 0.0023, that we have to pay. So by the time we paid the lawyer for writing the mortgage and the promissory note, yeah, that's right, Looney Tunes, and get all that done. So that's about $700 worth of paperwork fee that has to be done. So that's why the float's in there, $685. But that's $60 to $85 over 30 years. And I guarantee you, if you're looking at your mortgage right now, like, I ought to get a house from you, you'll need to be homeless, run the gauntlet of wonderful and supportive services provided by many well-meaning and well-established nonprofits of Northern America, aka United States. Once you're done with all of them, you can come see me.
And hopefully someone will donate it and call. And
Yep. Somebody, while you're trying to get this super mortgage of $60 that you deserve, there's a lot of houses. It's just like, wow, what'd you pay for that one? But at the same time, while you're seeking that, we're not helping do this. And the whole point of when we set this up was, it's about you, it's about your plan, right? I want you to call up various little organizations and say, what do you do? Okay, and I want you to have mine to compare. My organization helps you do your plan because you know what you need, and you may need some help to get focused down and get it under control and affordable, but you know what you need. you know where you need to live, you know what school district you want your child in. All that's there. And we're not just talking about new parents and old parents. We're talking about, you know what you need. And Together Home and Last says, you need a way to pay for this. And we didn't disavow, well, I hate to say the word welfare because it's really not accurate anymore. County-based assistance. There we go. And we didn't disavow no disability checks either. Okay. We didn't. In fact, all the way up and through, the grand CEO, super chairman of Fortune 500 companies can come get help if they can show that they've done everything in their power and everybody else's power to get this done. Okay, I've talked to everybody. I just can't get anyone to help me get indoors. And indoors homelessness, when it ain't your home, is just as bad as under the bridge for some people.
Amen.
Okay, your children are in situations of danger because you have to be somewhere. They have to be somewhere, and you've known this person forever and a day. Did you know they were a closet pedophile, a molester, or whatever? A dirty old man that never laid a hand on your kids and everybody just thinks he's so funny is actually psychologically scarring your children, telling dirty jokes because they don't get it. And when they do, it's kind of icky. And then he goes this and it. Okay? There's a lot of ways to be homeless. It's not just the people you see on the streets living in tents, not living in tents, living in cardboard boxes. It is a lack of control of where you live, period. And low-income housing, before you bring it up, ain't always the answer. And there's a waiting list. Y'all act like there's a bazillion buildings out there, which there are, but not all of them are low-income housing. And we'll just put these people over here where they can afford. I'm sorry. I'm a manager of a company that lost his house to fire and thought I had the right insurance, but I didn't. And my church held a fundraiser for me, and I kept us in the hotel. And Catholic Charities gave me a few days of this, and Red Cross came along, gave me another few of this. But I can't stay in the hotel because when those funds run out, it will be above my salary in value. And I start to feed my children, and so as I could feed my wife. We had a fight last night. Yeah, I'll get back to you. That's real life. And this situation and all the other situations, the Bain family, the Martin, you end homelessness by taking away the power to make them homeless. You hand them back their lives and their power and their control to not be homeless. That's how you end homelessness. It has nothing to do with backpack, socks, and all the rest of it. That's good to keep me warm. It's cold out there. Them socks come in handy. Them toothbrushes, just in case I'm not one of the more reputable homeless. I need shiny teeth, and shiny teeth mean, puppy eye, flash the tooth, get a quarter, hide it, move it, did it. And once you've been homeless, you get to tell these jokes like, oh, that's so off color. Been there, done that. Duh. At one point, I lived in my own business because I got kicked out of that supposed to be quad triple thing. And I served my customers all day. I visited friends and took showers. And me and Beth were early. That was Samantha time. So, Samantha was with her godmom, Lisa. As long as the kid's okay, we're okay. Right. Okay. So go to houses, showers, get that done. And at night, tell security, I've got a lot of book work to do. So I will let myself out. What door? Oh, do the east door. Okay, cool. And I wait for him to leave, and I'd close my office door. And I'd look like Scrooge. Hunker down over my desk in case someone opened the door. Then actually what I'm doing is trying to figure out where the hell are we going to go. We can't keep doing this. And then security knocks on my business door to tell me that Beth is here. Oh, well, why are you announcing my wife, dude? Let her in here. And, oh, okay, so you're both going to be working tonight. Like, yeah, we'll get out of here as soon as we can. And as soon as the shop lights were off and things were quiet in the hall because we had fabulous ferns in St. Paul right there. Great Calbee wings. Still active. So residents of the building would be cutting through the hall to get to ferns, and you'd have to wait until it was quiet. And then sneak out of the office, turn off the lights, sneak out of the office, hunker down behind the counter, usually without a pillow, and get some sleep and never, ever forget what time it is. So technically you don't go to sleep, you stay awake so that you're rested, but so that you're out of there and you're seen coming into the building so that no one knows that you just slept there. Homelessness is not easy. It's not fun. And I swear to God, if one more person, in fact, consider this a world threat, since we are considered a homeless terroristic organization for calling ourselves Taha Last. Apparently that particular Taha really kind of rattles people's bones. Okay. One more person comes to me and says, homelessness ain't sexy enough.
Ain't nothing sexy about homelessness.
I'm sorry. It has to be sexy to be helped? Really? Yeah, I'm most likely going to say something that's going to end up on YouTube and viral.
Yeah.
I got one person sitting in here right now, and I'm so grateful that you stopped by. That's why we're having this one-on-one conversation. I wish you'd actually kind of go into the chat and, do things, but fine, whatever. Homelessness was never meant to be anything more than, and in fact, the best you can do is it's held as a standard in this country for success. I may work at McDonald's and I may have the worst, crappiest life ever, but at least I'm not homeless. Most homeless aren't homeless by choice. Most homeless aren't homeless because they're such drug addicts they have to be homeless. Even the mentally ill aren't so dang crazy they had to be homeless. All these youth that are now homeless because I believe at the time they committed a less than politically smart decision in telling their parents certain ways and certain things. Not that they should have denied their sexuality or orientation. That's not what we're talking about. I'm gay is pride. Absolutely. Dad doesn't acknowledge pride if dad is mad. And daddy can love you and still not acknowledge your pride. It's wrong, it's right, it's right, it's wrong. Nonetheless, use outdoors. Okay? So maybe a private life in the middle of an age of open information should be just that. There's good parts and bad parts. We can get into that all day long, but let's move on to the next group of homeless. Well, obviously, those are these fiscally irresponsible people who didn't pay their bills. Yep, that's why they're homeless. They decided to have the car instead of paying the rent, and they're homeless. You know what? That actually happens. Not in my house, but it happens. Okay? But that doesn't mean that we should leave them homeless. We should teach them that it's not okay to buy the $70,000. Hi there. It's Jamie. Jamie came in. I am so happy right now. Oh my God. My bestest Facebook friend followed me over here. I ain't by myself. And I'm not alone with Marcia.
Hey.
You don't understand. She's really dangerous. She wants me to save the world. Really? Ooh, Jamie's sneaky. Saying she's been here the whole time. Stealthy friend. Okay, so Jamie's used to my insanity. And in fact, she helps me correct a lot of you were wandering all over the place. So let's back to the homeless categories.
Illness.
We did mental. You got a secondary. Oh, right. Yeah, she's right.
Yes.
So after you paid for all this chemotherapy, various and sundry dialysis and everything else, that your medical insurance should cover, Mr. President, without a copay so big that it ate my mortgage. There we go. Political. Done. Ain't no money left. Matter of fact, whether it's for you, the kid, the dog. Okay, the dog, I'm gonna get a little, but it's your family dog.
Yeah.
We've been together since he was a pup. We love him. Okay, fine, whatever. But when that's all said and done, and the GoFundMe dries up, Jamie, did you catch the thing about the GoFundMe with the 10.3 million?
Yeah.
My God, girl. Anyway, after that's all dried up and you're back to normal life, you're homeless. There's no money left. You did the savings. You sold the car.
Yeah. I really love something.
Yeah. Oh, stop laughing, Jamie. $10.3 million for that hockey thing that happened with the bus crash. Yeah, I went to GoFundMe and I was going to say something last night and stay up all night long and I'm going to do this and telethon until they come in. And I went there and it met me at the top. Normally it's like, help many great causes, click here. It said to donate to hockey, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, I wonder if that's about that. They must have like, I don't know, 100,000, maybe 200 grand. Because I mean, we did that guy for the FBI. He did 400,000 in like 3 days. So for the hockey team, I'm assuming about 300-400, maybe 500,000. Imagine my surprise to find $10.3 million. And I'm going to ignore the amount. And I immediately looked at how many people donated. 121,160 people.
Yeah.
I immediately then hit my calculator button on my keyboard because I just had to know where that was going. That came to $85.14 each. And I'm asking you for $20.75 to help a family. And we're getting back to the category of homelessness. So we covered illness.
Cover escapes.
Okay. In the process of escaping an abusive husband, wife, and dog.
Yes.
Yeah, that loving dog. You got that GoFundMe. Backstabbing little brat. You have to leave home sometime. You have to snatch the kids and go. Since you live there and you're running there, you are not official. Are we doing the from? Okay. Since you live there and running from there.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Mars.
What the hell?
You're not homeless.
Yeah. He's there. But you're
Just
right.
like that. He's there, she's there,
Yeah.
and there. Work is there. Okay. So you left home. Running away is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a really positive thing in your life and makes the difference. But you're homeless.
Whether it's just for a few minutes or a few years, that's scary.
Yeah.
I don't care how young or old your kids are or how young or old you are, that's scary.
Where are you going to go? What you going to eat? How are you going to survive? How are you going to, oh my God. And the first thing everyone goes to is the hotel motel. Are you aware that a decent 63%, yeah, I get bored in the middle of the night while I'm pulling the corner. What's the average amount of motels? That'd be them roachy, third-rate romance places that you go to. We're down 63% because the major hotel chains bought them, killed them, and put in a hotel. So you ain't gonna find a lot of $25 rooms and $5 rooms and flea flippers. You're just not. They're gone. I'm sorry. Some thoughtful person thought it would be more important to make billions of dollars instead of $4 grand a month. Yeah, God bless them. All for capitalism. Okay. By the way, we can do these categories all day because there's so many different ways to be homeless. I won't run out.
I won't either. We both got our
Yeah.
stories.
And they're not even ours per se.
Yeah.
Friends are an interesting amalgamation to have, you know. Okay, anyway, but on this break between these stories, since we don't have Doctor Who to put on for you and then come back and it's pledge time, we're going to just come back to the fact that we want to help the Mitchell family out of their type of homelessness after running the gauntlet of the services and coming to our sweet little bottom of the barrel.
Because it's so easy to qualify for Together Home at Last. They make it hard to qualify. They make it really hard to qualify for their services. We make it, what's always say, easy peasy or something. Yeah.
You are on your own right now. You just wrote a check. I'm going to let you cash it.
We make it so easy to qualify a plan for sustainable income. And you find your house and you're in. And you have your kid or your dependent adults and you're in. And we have once we get our transitional housing thing going, and we have these nifty classes to help you adjust to home life with your family again, your financial classes and your Parents Anonymous and your Chem Up stuff if you need it, and yeah. We got great things in store for you, but we need your mad skills and your cash donations and your time donations and your energy donations and your driving.
Breathe. This is the passion I live with. Do you think I'm bad, Jamie? See, we're not on camera all the time. There are moments when it's just, I don't understand why they won't let us, and she will go off. Just, oh, why won't they let us help? But it's like, I don't know why. I have no idea. None whatsoever. We have a simple fundraiser here, $1,099, and that will actually seal. We would actually start out at $2,800 was the original number, and then after they adjusted the price and she paid what money she had, and it came down to $1,099.
Yeah.
Yeah, 99. No. Oh, you're doing the 100 pack? All right. So for 100 people to do this without me, because I already did some.
It won't break your budget.
Realize that a trip to Burger King that we just did, which is why we base it on bringing it to you, it cost us $30 for 6 sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we're at the time that we placed the order, we felt really good. What, Jane? Transfer the bit I gave to the. Okay. All right. So take the 2075 and add 25 to that. I believe that's what that was. Miss Jamie has just put in or transferred from April House to the Mitchell family $25. There you go.
So the April House lost, but
the April House lost. You know what? That's fine. You know what? We've got time on April House that we don't have on the RV, and I know that, So thank you, Jamie. Thank you. All right. So technically, once again, in fact, let me see if I can get into necessary. Yep. Since we're live, I want you running out. Yeah, actually, RV is running out of time like today.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to give her time and get it done, and at the same time, you guys do realize how scary it is to trust somebody. With mom and dad used to travel in this and go do shows and so on and so forth, and it's been well kept. And although it's an older thing, it's been well kept. An electrician has kept an RV running, which if you've ever driven an RV, you realize you need an electrician. What do you got here?
So you got her address and whatever. So
no, just chill on that. I got to get back to causes. There we go. All right. So officially, we are going to have to do some shuffle buffle here because it does not necessarily exist. There we go. Switch to that. And Jamie, your thing is about to be listed at 25. Donor email. Oh, ho, ho. I forget that thing. Actually, our mouse wheel rolls and changes the amount so we can work faster when we're doing stuff. And I forget that, and it changes. I'm going to put it in our email. Actually, wait, I don't have to have that. One time, blah, blah, blah. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put it under pledge. There we go. I mean, how do you spell your... Give me your middle name. I don't want your last name. I want to give you a little anonymity, or you can just spell out the last name for me. I have to write a receipt for moving it. So there you go. While she works on that. So we've been in here for $1.50, and one of my best friends came through, and we haven't even met yet. We've talked like once on the phone, and it was just so simpatico. It was very nice to sit and talk with someone who has questions, willing to ask questions, and we encourage you to ask questions about us, about what we're doing, about the mission, who we're helping, so on and so forth. Anyway, so actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put in the C so I can write this up, and I will deal with the message organization transfer from April House project. Make sure we didn't change the thing. Yep, we're all good. Make sure we didn't change the number. We're all good. Create. Okay. Jamie, do me a favor if you got time. Can you throw your email on Messenger so I can put it in here, because to make sure that we're not padding the box, padding the books here. It has to go somewhere, and it should not go to me or yeah. I'll go get the other phone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get the other phone. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's not. Okay. Yes. What is it, baby?
I'm sorry, what?
What is it, baby? All the phones are in the bell rings.
Yeah, I just brought it from the other room. Thanks. Okay, so here we are, and commercials over, and we're going back to work. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Jay. Oh yeah, I'll make sure that is not public. Absolutely. So hi guys, we've actually had a commercial break while you were busy elsewhere, and I had to go run and get the phone because Jamie was going to do something here. Anyway, so our friend Jamie transferred her pledge out of the April House into the RV thing, and I truly will be appreciative for all time. Not because of any other reason than she didn't have to. And I take the donations that we receive that kind of serious, that you don't have to do it. You really don't. And I understand why some of you won't do it. Right? We talked to our friend Vicky the other day. She's not one for giving the money away. Hand her a hammer. She's happy. don't expect her to, mine is mine. I understand that. So that being said, blah blah blah. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, I get it. I have a problem with fonts. I can read just fine, thank you. But I have a problem.
Are you gonna send Jamie an e-card?
No need to send her an e-card. We need to just bring her stuff up and then put it online, and we're good. And that should adjust the thing accordingly. And if it's a little off for fees or whatever, fine, whatever.
No, I meant a thank you card for that.
Yeah. Mars, whose job is that? You brought it up, so I'm just asking.
I'm not gonna braille a card, or are you?
Yes, we can braille the card.
Okay, in that case.
And then, and then print it out accordingly. All right, we are at grandiose tally total. Hold on a second here. I think I'm going to use oh, right, I have spare tabs, so I don't have to do that. Hold on a second. Mark wanted this earlier, and I didn't get a chance to get it. And when live broadcasting, please try not to Google on your computer. It uses a very lot of bandwidth. Keeps that bad boy really interesting. Okay, so because Mars asked for it, and we like to keep Marcia happy, we're going to go get that done. May take a second. So there's that climactic moment. Come on, baby boy. $45.75 down, and 2 donations down, and I thought you liked that. That leaves, well, as far as I'm concerned, 98 people to go.
Yeah.
So 2 people got us up to $45.75. We are going for $10.99 or 2,000 because everybody loves an even number.
Yeah.
We're good. Thank you, Jamie. C. We're going to call her Jamie C. No, doesn't want it out there public.
Then
Jamie C.
I'll do the cards.
You want to know, we can go talk to her on Facebook and that's over. Okay. But that means that we need to find 98 more people, get back on task, and get this done.
Then I'll do the cards.
Yeah. Okay. Now, by the way, that's a pretty big deal that you guys are kind of, what you talking about? Memories and Message by Marcia is her company, her day job. Okay. And she writes some very beautiful, very interesting and talented pieces. And being that Mars is visually challenged of the permanent nature, yeah, visually challenged of the permanent nature.
Yes.
It's called blind. She's not the one you'll find in the park selling pencils. She's the one you'll find in the park selling birthday cards and Christmas cards. And you just had your first card. She has a lot of those, by the way. And I thought about you cards. There's a couple that, yeah, I mean, I may help her track down the images, but all the words and work are her. And
the images are in my head first.
yeah, and the images have to be brought to life.
Yes.
Yes, I am her brought to life guy, and that's what I do. So by the end of the day, there'll be a lot of, and actually we're going to be delayed. So we won't get to doing the cards until tonight because we have a family dinner today, this afternoon.
Right. So
Madam Dina is cooking.
gotta get them this weekend.
And there'll be stuff to be getting. Yeah. Okay. So, and there's behind the scenes going on here, just so you know. Jamie's famous for tugging my coattail here. Oh, okay. All right. So you realize I don't know it. I want to say Christensen. Jamie Christensen. It's a very nice name.
Yes.
Well-rounded, established in the Queen's country.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And she was nice enough to share from her country estate. I knew that would get you right. Stop making that funny voice. Yes, ma'am. But I like talking like that. I do. Okay, while she writes, and so not important. Moving over there. It's a very Norwegian name. Really? Uh-huh. Mary to check. Yeah. So Tolman. T-O-M-A-N. Tolman. Okay, she's right. That is very Norwegian, dear. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I wasn't asking for last
No.
name. I was asking to spell Jamie.
J-A-M-I-E.
Well,
She's a really straightforward kind of gal. Nothing too fancy.
just in
I like
another
her.
voice to spell it. So.
Yeah, I know J-Y, J-I, J-E-E-M. I'm like, Jamie? Really? Is that J-A-M-E? J-A-E-E-M-E?
J-A-I-N-E.
Yeah, the list goes on. Anyway, so we're back on pledge time, and I know I'm everywhere. And I know you're everywhere. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to tahalast.org and scroll down and click on that little RV picture there and follow that to the family page. And from the family page, I want you to follow that to this fundraiser where we are now at the fine tally of 50. Sorry. I was suffering from Reaganomics disease. $45.75 on our way to $10.99. And we are going to make it today. Why? Because
Small victories, big wins.
there you go. And y'all want to learn to trust, learn to, what do you do? What do you do? What is Together Home and Last? Together Home and Last is a small nonprofit located in the hamlet of Sansom, Minnesota. Thank you. Thank you very much. That has a leader, that'd be me, Jeff Blanks, from St. Paul, where nonprofit life is woo-hoo, funner and faster. And we work with homeless families that have a way to not be homeless, but can't quite get there. Okay, that's actually the shortest answer you're ever going to really hear from me for what we do. So you have some income, you have a plan, but you can't get anyone to work with you, and you just need a hand up, not a hand out, and that's us. And yes, we do expect you to pay it forward, right? So when Melissa, we told her that we would help her with this, I just flat out told her, you know, as a general rule, I could hide it in the down payment program. so that it goes away forever. And she's like, no, I'm really grateful for the help you're giving. I will gladly, kick back. And I'm like, pay it forward. And she goes, either way, seriously, just the thought of not being homeless with my boy and keeping my job and family is all drama. Thank you. So yeah, not a free ride there either. And y'all really, Jamie, forgive me for this one because it's not at you, but there's a lot of other people out there, tickle, that y'all need to get over yourselves. And I say that not in the, no, wait, I'm not saying in the negative, you need to get over yourself. I'm saying you need to get over yourself and realize just how fast, in a blink of an eye, this could be you. And you seem to think going and getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jobs will save you. In 1972, hell yeah. In 1982, heck yeah. In 1992, it's getting a little squishy. We are now in 2018. I know more about some people than I want to know, strictly because I looked at their profile. Life happens so fast that you are out the door and have no idea what happened. Matter of fact, we all enjoy a good movie, which were no longer, a lot of them, fiction. Right? So everybody remembers the movie Hackers. If you don't, look it up. Okay, it's on Netflix, it's on Hulu, plenty of places for you to watch it. Those children grew up. Some of them were real. Some of them were not. The ones that were real were amongst the people who messed with the Equifax. Yeah, let that resonate a second. How much can we be ruined by someone deciding, I feel like messing with you? And can you end up homeless? Yes, that's another type of homeless. Somebody shoved you out the door and you don't even know who it was. All you know is your life is messed up, you identity theft. I mean, just pick a reason. And there you are. Okay? So this family, the Mitchells, are in need of a little hand up. And that's what we're here for. So, Jay, in the process of you being here, did you share the thing on your timeline? Oh my God, Jeff has gone crazy. Quick, come watch him melt away. Just putting it out there. Matter of fact, let me cover that because, yeah, I'm all over the place and I'm sorry, but I've got a lot to do in a little bit of time and I've got to sell an ice cube to an Eskimo that actually needs ice for some great vodka drinks coming up. But he doesn't realize that he doesn't need to take a chunk out of his house in an igloo because I brought a chunk of ice for the martinis.
Great.
Okay, save your home. Don't become homeless because you needed to have a party. Leave the wall alone and buy my ice cube for Eskimos to save Eskimo homes.
Inuit.
Okay, Inuit, absolutely. And by the way, that would be my roots. When we did our genealogy, we are Inuit, which eventually became Cherokee because our family people were driven out and they joined up the other tribe, and that's where we got our grandma, Super Betsy. Okay, done. Genetics covered.
Yes.
Across the board. But
so
I know, and that's for me, that's all the time. I don't have a downtime in my life. Matter of fact, Beth, our other part that makes us whole, reminds me that, oh, you should sleep. You're going slightly crazy. Okay, you know what? I just realized we can change what we're doing. I don't want to have a clock on that anymore. I do not. And I don't have to change any of that or that or that or that or that. But we're going to take it off the clock because we don't need the clock. I wish to God we did need the clock. We don't need the clock. Okay. So we're going to go back and we're going to refresh this. And hopefully If that number has changed, we go get the drum roll from Marcia because she loves her drum roll.
Yeah.
Nope, same number. $45.75 needs to grow into $10.99.
Yes, seriously needs to grow.
Okay.
Capital G.
And we need to get it done today. Reason, because, hey, guess what? A bunch of people around the world. Matter of fact, you know what? Oh, hey, you're right. I did promise we won't do that. Okay. Whew, you don't realize how serious I take your situation and other people's situation. I will, if needed. Now, whereas Marsh will give you the shirt, the bra, the skin, I will take on the debt and have so far. So we didn't get a donation to start Together at Home at Last. We got a loan, and I worked it off.
Yeah.
And I had to do it off the books because we receive county assistance, and it's not for income. I know they consider everything you're doing. You're working. The man helped us out to get the $400 some to do the filing for the thing, and I paid him back in kind. I'm not recording a job I didn't keep. Just saying. And it was for the nonprofit, so that's just complications, whatever. And we say it as a joke, but I guess, you know, from time to time we're allowed to take it seriously. I wouldn't blink an eye to take money from a cartel if I didn't know where it came from and find out later that, oh crap, those were criminals. Oh no, what do I do? Oh well, I've already placed 7 families and I don't care. So I have to be careful. I really have to be careful, because in order to save you and your family, I will pretty much do anything it takes. And I'm not trying to be anything but honest with you. This pledge thing shouldn't be happening right now. This should not be necessary. I have enough people on the Facebook page of Together at Home at Last, just in likes alone, that at $2 or $3 or whatever a piece, we would have been done. Out the door. And okay, cool, great. Let's help that Mitchell family and move on to, oh, how's the May family doing? Well, we finally got the house up off the thing. They're on some axles. We need to bring it over to the new place.
Yeah.
Did we pay for the land yet? Hold on. Let me get this out here. Hey, guys, we need $26,000 real quick to pay for the land for the house. Yes, it will be a part of. And we found out what happens if they default on the mortgage.
Yes.
Jamie, you're going to love this because you did bring it up. If they decide not to pay, and we hold the mortgage for such said property of affordable housing, and they then turn around and decide to sell and or leave or not pay taxes on the property, all the bad things that people do in home ownership, if there is money to be chased through sale, tax, auction, whatever, our mortgage is honored first. Oh, I should say right behind taxes. So taxes only needed like $6,000, and there was 30,000 raised, then that would be 24,000 coming back to Together Home at Last, and there would be another family wandered off that apparently didn't need us as much as we thought they did.
So it goes to help the next
And then it
one.
goes to help the next family, because, and matter of fact, until we build that building, let me just get all my little demons out here. Until we build that building, I doubt we're going to have staff. So that means that I don't want any overhead that we don't need. That is what kills a nonprofit, besides being quitters. Because one thing the IRS pointed out to me, as long as we're filing our, 990s, we're fine. So we haven't done a lick of work in 12 years because, well, we actually fixed Minnesota, and the Dakotas won't let us in, and Wisconsin is unsure and in review of our application for the state of Wisconsin. And Iowa. It's Iowa. Really? Do I have to explain Iowa? Okay. It's Iowa. We haven't done a lick of work in 12 years, but we filed them 990s. And we are still together and home at last.
Yes. we are.
Located in Sandstone, Minnesota, 7 miles north of the hamlet of Hinckley is the hamlet of Sandstone, Minnesota.
Stop,
Small,
Michael, stop.
stop. No, thank you. Please don't start that again.
Oh, sorry.
Because in all honesty, I'd like to not piss off my neighbors. And unless you've taken the time to do the gauntlet anyway, please don't just swing by the house. We love to help you. I'm not snubbing or ew, it's those people. Matter of fact, hold on. I think I just got a spank note.
Did you get points?
Nope, that's a totally separate thing, so I'm going to shut that off. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you ain't about helping homeless today, I'm most likely not gonna talk to you. And I know that sounds horrible, but I don't care. Today is a day I need my friends, my family, across the board to be.
And my friends and family, hello.
I'm sorry, what?
My friends and family, hello.
Yes, matter of fact, we don't want anyone feeling slighted or ignored or anything like that. So Marcia says hello. And I know that's to her sister, her mom, our son that is out there somewhere.
Yeah.
We're definitely not going to put that on blast today. That's just not going to happen.
No.
So.
But if you're on Facebook.
Hi, son. What's up? Hey, daughter.
Yeah.
I have 8 children and 4 grandchildren, and the list is growing. Yep, I should have been Catholic. 8 children. My father-in-law had 11, so I'm like 3 short, and I feel, I'm kind of half neglected. I should have really. But then again, we got snubbed right out of their lives. So.
Friends and family call me pledge.
Okay, so and matter of fact, you know what, Mars? Let me do that for you. How do I want to do this? Well, we'll need to see if we can get back in Facebook. And I'm taking comfort. Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm taking comfort in the fact that I've got Jamie inside. I got Mars behind me. Beth is waiting for the day with the family so that we can go do our Easter because we all decided not to do Fool's Easter. Children of the world, Easter Bunny don't play with April Fool's Day. That makes for dark chocolate eggs nobody will eat.
Yeah. Somebody said, how do you do April Fools? Don't color your eggs and hide them in the snow.
Oh, I like that one. Snow Easter egg hunt. You didn't put any out here? Well, here, let me spray the water down. Spray the yard down with hot water. Oh my God, there's Easter eggs everywhere. Yeah, they're just white.
Just white. I love it.
April Fools. Oh, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but I'd appreciate if it don't happen again. Okay? Hey, Mr. President, there's something important you can do for a day. Don't let that happen again. Yeah. In fact, win me forever. Turn me into a Trumpster. Fix the Easter April Fool's thing. And that'll be your first star of 5 to win my heart and mind. There you go. All right. So, that being said, oh, wait, I don't need to do that. I can do it the simpler way. Okay, so amongst the things we'd like you to do today, besides donate to this wonderful fundraiser, is also to share. So I'm going over to Marcia's page here so that she can add it there because I know it's just bugging her.
Sharing is good.
Actually, I still miss the great caring is sharing. Okay, that's what I grew up on. Matter of fact, I feel sorry for everyone my age and up right now because when something needed doing, and this includes the great bootstrappers, God bless you, love you. I'm going to throw that out there. And it's now on your page, Mars. The church got together, even when the person wasn't a believer, and brought them what was needed, be it money or pie, Yes, pie is needed. Thank you. Yeah, that is the generation I come from. And not everybody had the purest intentions. Absolutely. Stone selfish. Absolutely. Oh, what do I want to do here? Sorry, I'm determined to get this done today, which means I may have to go through some people's feelings and other to get this done. But we're getting it done today because there's no reason not to. I know that Grand Casino just got paid. Both of them.
And we got some friends working.
We got some friends that work there, and we'd like their help. Whether they see this broadcast or not, yeah, kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Whatever. But you know what? I'm going to throw a crapshoot at getting this done. And I've been here for 2 hours. And don't make me go Arlo Guthrie on you. Because I will. I have no pride. I can keep singing. Yep, watch me. I want to move that somewhere, but I don't know. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so for all the people who once wanted pictures and such on the houses, you're all about to get included. What? I can spell it. I can spell it. I can spell it. I can say it. There we go. Yes, I can spell that easily. Yes. What? Okay, cool. In fact, we'll start with this particular thing. I'm going to keep dropping the thing until we get somewhere because you've got questions, I've got answers, and all bull need not apply. So I will just throw it on down here in the comment. And as they pop up, because I'm still getting, is this still available? And I'm just like, you know what? Please go to tahalast.org and the house, because I wrote it up. Hold on, let me get this pasted here. There we go. All righty then. So I wrote up an ad, end of homelessness, and I put it into the Facebook Marketplace. Okay. Which, by the way, will eventually help me fix the website. Okay. So I put it in there, and it's free of homelessness. And right after that, I put the website, and then I stopped because I'm like, you see the picture, you see free, you come click on the picture, you click on the tahalast.org, which is what led me to clean up the website because, you should put a link there. Okay. And let's get this started, right? Let's talk about what's needed to do across the board. That's how this got started for April House. And people keep going, is this still available? You got some pictures of the inside of this bad boy? And I've already done the trolls. Yeah, it's a piece of POS. And I'm like, am I asking you to live in it? Why are you even commenting? And all the accusations of, you're giving away homes. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not giving away homes at all. Okay. What we're doing is we're making affordable housing for a family who's been homeless over a year from the runaway reason. I'm sorry, what? And split up for most of that time. And illness is now picking at the family. Okay. It's getting bad. And we want to get them indoors almost, if not more, than we want to work on the Mitchells. But apparently, great big scary projects in Pine County, Kennebec County are scary. And I understand, and I'm not mocking at all. Bye, Jay. See you later. But it needs doing. And today is about the Mitchells, and tomorrow, I don't know. Because at this point, you know what? Let me just go ahead and cut my own throat and be done with it. To a point, part of the reason I'm here is to see if YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. Oh yeah, Instagram. I should get that out there. No, are even worth bothering with. You're supposed to be handing me the world and the ability to communicate with billions and millions and billions and zillions of people, and nothing's happening on something as simple as this fundraiser. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their thoughts, process, and other. I'm not mocking that at all. What I'm mocking is sometimes the priority of a world that has turned quasi selfish inward at a time when we need to turn outward and take care of our own. Matter of fact, what are you putting up a wall in Mexico for? To keep them out? Because at least when they come here, they work and live and village together. And don't start with the bad hombre crap with me, because I've got some fairly light-skinned friends that are horrible, damn near serial killer, drug dealer levels. And to look at them as, aren't they just precious? Deadly? Yes. Okay. Before I really go off on a tangent here. So, I'm not just talking to you about donating today. I'm also talking to you about these things that I mean, Zuckerberg sitting in front of the Senate subcommittee and an idiot congressman. Yep, about to go there. Turned around and asked Mr. Zuckerberg, are you aware of the 91 people that die every day from opiates in America? And my brain went tilt. We're talking to Mark Zuckerberg, right? Yeah. Facebook? Mm-hmm. Maybe he's going to connect to something. So I waited. And I went from opiates to endangered species to ivory, which finally brought it to a point of closed groups, right? Yeah. Closed groups that, ooh, we're in here doing sneaky things. And is it Facebook's responsibility to monitor, aka moderate these rooms to avoid this from happening? But truth be told, then he left that question to come back to a totally different, not related question and never got back. He ran out of time. This is what we've turned into. I'm not into opioid addiction because opioid addiction is not my hydrocodone. It is not my Oxycontin. In fact, most of the fentanyl and crap that those kids are taking ain't even prescription. The amount of pain that a person is in is individual to the individual. And if during the process of treatment, which we covered in the TV show Valor, by the way, thank you for covering that in that episode, be it genetically predisposed or you can't punish a whole thing for one person's thing. And if it's only 91 a day, you got to do 50 states, divide the 50 states, because you said, say, America. So you have to do from Hawaii to, and drag poor Puerto Rico in it. Can we bring them in from the cold, please? I mean, come on. Now, we should have had that island done. Like, in fact, that's going to get me on a tangent. I'm already on a drug tangent. Thank you very much. Oh, God. This is about saving a homeless family, and there's so many tangents out there. That's how I get them. It isn't because my mind wandered off the task and it's talking about Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg's product, Facebook, is what we have been on pretty much since the beginning. The website came second. Twitter came third. Tumblr came in 2.5 because at the time my second oldest daughter was here and she goes, Dad, you need to write blogs. about homelessness, and it gives you access, and you'll get a following, and people will look at your stuff like, oh, okay. So 2.5 for that. And in all honesty, I track all our numbers because Mr. Zuckerberg's product actually allows us to know how many stopped by versus how many watched. How many watched for more than 5 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. I have it all. I even have the unlikes, right? So on this day, says the little red pyramid, you lost a person at this time. This was the last thing they looked at. So I know that this post where I mentioned boobies was when I lost that person forever. I said the B word. That wasn't a swear word, but apparently of ill time, and they left. So yeah, full information. So right now I have 458 likes, which comes to about 453 followers. And I'm trying to reach them right now. And I've got 500 some on Twitter, trying to reach them right now. And say, there's a reason you're following, and if it's for my comic relief, I'm happy to help you out, but this is what I do. Oh, let's talk about LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is the thing that you do to go do your resume, look for jobs, network, and get them together with people that are like-minded, and such lead to the betterment of your career and or reputation. Okay, we are on LinkedIn. I am on LinkedIn, and people are, matter of fact, 26 people this week viewed my profile, and I'm going, well, it's really kind of creepy because I ain't looking for no job. I ain't looking to join no board. No, sir. Help out a fellow nonprofit? Absolutely. I do National Coalition of Homeless and a few other organizations. Gladly, I read it over. I fact check it to make sure that they're not just picking a nose and throwing something out there. But yeah, all the time. But all those people need to realize that I'm not here for play and entertainment. I'm here for doing what I consider my job is. I even started my own organization to do the job. Okay? That's kind of committed. A lot of you want to work for Fortune 500 companies. Wouldn't it be simpler sometime to just do it yourself? That was my opinion. Here we are. So, Together Home at Last, organization to end homelessness in the United States for families, and eventually all of the homeless community will belong to us. We will be the most powerful organization in the world.
There will be no homeless in America.
In fact, I'm thinking of going to some small European village and make sure that we've got those squared away too. Oh, don't worry, I can fix the Middle East. Absolutely. All you people who are unwanted people, but are willing to do what's right and necessary, please go to the Hercules C-130 over there. Walk on up the ramp. Yes, I have a whole fleet of those planned. Get in there, get a seat, and we'll get you to your new homes and areas. We're going to have to do some paperwork before we take off. Don't worry, there's AC on the plane. And let's go. And then we'll swing through Somalia and South Africa, and all those places are, oh, we don't want those people here. C-130.
Yeah.
Or the truck, whichever comes first. Go get in the cool and fill out the paperwork and talk to the social worker, and we'll see what we can do to help you. Yeah, eventually. Yep. No homelessness. If you're homeless, you did it on purpose, which we're kind of proud of, because off the grid, yeah, okay, ain't easy in an information age to be off the grid. Okay, so that tangent was brought to you by the fact that if we want to get something done, this is what it takes to get it done. And chasing grants and blah, blah, blah across the board does not help when, matter of fact, staying on a non-tangent related moment. So we went out to Lowe's, and they have a community section there for, community involvement, blah, blah, blah. Let us know what you need. And they have sections of we're accepting applications because it's Lowe's and there's a lot of stuff comes in. So Their season will end on, I think it was May 19th, give or take. And when it was all said and done, it would take 90 days minimum to process our application, which might not make it through the cut. And we were doing this for April House, so it's like whether we get money from Lowe's or the tankless water heaters. You know, that's where I was. I'm more of an in-kind donation when it comes to my businesses than money. I need to get this done in the house. Can you provide it? Oh, cool. Let's do this. Okay. Their cross suggestion is to contact your local Lowe's. And remember, I live in Sandstone.
Yeah.
So that would be Coon Rapids for us, right? So them or Blaine, either way. And so I left a message after being on hold for about 30 minutes and never did get a call back. And I could call and nag about this. But at the same time, my time may not be the manager or the GM of the local Lowe's, but it's important and it's worth something too. So after third or fourth message, my mama taught me proper. If they won't give it to you and it's getting to the point of the beg, you might want to let that go, or at least that person go and move on. God did not put you on this planet to be somebody's begging buddy. He put you on here to be a blessing on the earth, and I'm proof because my mom had me at 40. I'm the last of my family on the parent side. I am the last one born for the Blankses, and I've donated my H into the cause. The name goes on certain cases. But we've been here for 2 hours and 16, hold on, 17 minutes.
Okay.
And let's take a look at the tally board. In fact, I love that we have a tally board. First, we're going to look at the tally board before we tell you about the tally board. You'll know that I'm looking because suddenly now my image is all squishy. Nope, we do not need to announce the tally board more than it's still $45.75.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, folks. By being $45, by the way, thank you, Jamie Kona, again, for helping and transferring from April House over to the Mitchell family to get this done. I know that right now I may not see you here on the YouTube counter, but I know you see me. And I want you to think, then do. Okay?
Yep.
Go to tahalast.org, click on the house, read the stuff. Please don't do it if you're driving.
Share the love.
Share the love. Okay. And turn around, and after you get to this page with the big old white RV and the $45.75, which will be your clue that you're on the right page, I want you to click this Facebook symbol, if that's where you came from, or the Twitter symbol, if that's there, and I want you to retweet, share, and other. Because those moments are just as important, if not more than important, than donating sometime. In fact, you know what? I'm going to add me. Yeah, this is. I'm going to knock on your doors, your windows. I'm going to make your children uncomfortable. Who's that weirdo, Mom? Oh, that's just that Jeff fella. Ignore him. Okay. He's still back here, Mom. Is he doing anything? No, ignore him. Mom, middle of the night and he's still here. Hi. Yep, still waiting to hear. Yes, no, what's on your mind, and I'll go away. Really. I know that's hard to believe right now. He's already been here for like almost 2.5 hours. Good God, what's going to make him go away? $1,099 that you don't have to give me.
we're bringing our phones with, right?
I don't know.
I think we should, just because the pledging thing is gonna stop. That's what it is.
No, actually, at that point, I don't know. I really don't, because yep, it doesn't like it. It won't let me do the live thing. So y'all got lucky. Okay. Where are you? I gotta find it. That's, you know what, and this is what actually gets me to the point of frustration. Not enough to quit, because I don't know how to do that. The closest I came, I untethered the legal binding that allowed the person to do me harm and kept the thing I gave a vow to. Don't give it away, Marcia. It's an interesting story for later. I don't give up. I'm tenacious and annoying. And one matter of fact, when it comes to my children, I actually prefer to be a little more vicious about it also. But there are other very carnivorous things out there that will make you pull back a second. And when you stop for a second, they're gone. Mother. Yep, that's that moment. Like, should just kept going, plowed right through you, ran you over, put a bullet in your head, and kept moving. And I had to stop and take a misstep. Got away. Okay. So, homelessness. Mitchell family. $1,099 is the goal today. And I'm handing you the smaller goal as a test product for both of us. Okay? I know the amount of trust I'm asking you to have. I've got that. No brainer. I got that. I know that you want proof that it's real. Got that too. But you know what I want from you? I want you to either join in the thing that you follow or go away. In fact, I won't even be heartbroken if I get back to the Together Normal last page on Facebook as an example and find 3 people left out of 458. I'm cool. Those 3 people who actually weren't home, and they'll see the video later and they may leave too. And I'll start all over because God gives me what I need. And if 458 people walked off and took their likes away and took their follows away, I guess God didn't think I needed you. That's where I'm at with that. So if you're here on Facebook, here on Twitter, here on Tumblr, how do I get involved? Well, let's talk about that. Let's go to tahalast.org. I'll spell that for you. TAHALAST.org. O-R-G. And in this particular case, you want to go to that page and scroll down, click upon the RV, not the Blue House. Feel free to read the April House Project, by the way, while you're there. This is the focus for today, but feel free to read that. That's okay. And from there, follow into our family page. From our family page out to this here fine, smelly fundraiser out here. We're trying to get done today. And go ahead and give us a donation as big or as small as you want.
Yes. Up to you.
Totally up to you. Matter of fact, on the donation form, we'll say, do you want to pay the fee of whatever it is? It should have an amount there, change, whatever. If you want your donation to be $20, it's really $20.75. And that's what that's there for. So you're going to cover the fees that they charge us, that every fundraising thing charges the fundraiser to receive and process payments. Okay. And that's it. And we're going to, click the old F5 button and see if anything happened. Mars asked for drum roll. We went and found the drum roll there. So we roll the drums and we read the amount, and we're up to. Okay.
Yeah.
That simple, that good. Okay, we're good. Now that would require your interactive participation in Jan such said fundraiser. And I know I'm live on Tumblr. I know I'm live on Twitter, and I know I'm live on Facebook. I skipped Pinterest. Something to think on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Something to think on. So, and actually, I'm living my sci-fi dream before my sci-fi money. I'm on the side of a building right now.
Cool.
Yep. Somewhere in the world, I'm on the side of a building, looking down upon the world and telling you it's time to save homeless people from themselves and you. And a great big booming voice across the city.
Yes.
Kind of hoping it's in Saudi Arabia right now. That'd be good. What the bloody hell was it? Calcutta, here I come.
Yeah.
There you go. I am living the sci-fi dream on the side of a building with a great big product endorsing cup from Essentia Health called my coffee cup. So, all my activist friends, and when I say activists, I mean my political, my economic, my cultural, blah, 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 across the board, because the thing that's funny is y'all have been trained to make it cultural. The majority of people of color lose low-income housing from some other incident, not necessarily related to them, that causes them to lose their spot, their apartment, their townhouse, or whatever, right? You don't smoke crack, but your cousin does. You're done. Out the door. The less people of color of this country overextend themselves, underextend themselves, piss off the wrong people. Bit off way more than they could chew on the condo. And laws did not get the raise. I can do that, like I said, I can do these all day. Causes for homelessness? Oh my God, the thing is bottomless. You once went to school with a man that you did not recognize when you rented the apartment. He, on the other hand, recognized you like that and remembers the time back in 3rd grade where you got bumped by your friend Becky and you turned around and busted him in the testicles because he was there when you turned around. He still remembers. He's going to let you in. He's going to rent you an apartment. He's going to wait patiently to get his revenge from the 3rd grade until you're all nice and comfortable, moved in, and obviously, starting to socialize with other people in your building. And suddenly you get accused or found to have, what is our most offensive drug? Oh, opiate. There was enough to distribute and sell found in your apartment, and you are now going to jail. And oh wait, we will find out that it wasn't really yours. But then the same guy who did it, yeah, I'm writing movie scripts for anybody who wants to take this story and go get millionaires. That's fine, whatever. He got his revenge because when you come back, the board of, what do they call that? The homeowners association, through the council of renters, whatever, has decided that you're not the right kind of element for their building. Oh yeah, you're innocent. Cops are off your back. Judge is like, I ain't got time for this. So legally you're fine. But Mr. 3rd grade bust in the testicles got his revenge, and you no longer have a place to live. In fact, you cannot come into our building without a police escort because we don't want to take a chance. No matter the fact that you're innocent this time or might be guilty later, you must be escorted which means your stuff is locked up upstairs and he's playing in your underwear drawer. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that script and go get that done. But that's another way you can get homeless. And they're like, that's a fantastic tale. That's not a fantastic tale. That's Maple Grove, Minnesota. Yeah, that one was pulled out of a, are you serious? Go, yeah, I had not seen Frankie since 3rd grade. And I even remember how it happened. You know, I'm so sorry. And yeah, when it was all said and done, tricked, done, different set of drugs, because now we deal with opiates and such. But back then it was just some cocaine. It was all that was required. And especially if it's beyond your personal bag, yeah, cops get like dead serious bricks and yeah. Yep, Maple Grove, Minnesota. Stuff like that don't happen there. Want to bet? Yeah, it does. So while I'm being blasted across this building because someone is pirating my thing and throwing me on the building. Thank you for putting me on the side of this building. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. This needs to happen, and I need to get through to you. One person at a time, one group at a time, one company at a time. I don't care. We need this done for 2 reasons. You need to learn to trust us with something small and secure and safe so I can get the work done to save another family that should have been done by now too. But that's okay. We're going to put this down over here and pick this back up, which is the Mitchell family. $1,099 to help secure their RV that they needed because they got tricked out of their apartment for renovations.
Yeah.
Rent changed right out of the range of the program they were just in. Okay. So now they're homeless. Now they're looking. And the one thing you need to understand most about Together Home That Lasts, if you can show that your plan is not only viable, but supportable, that's what we're here for. This ain't about what we want for you to do. This is what you need to do for your family to keep your family together and or other. And you've already run the gambit of all the rest of the stuff all day and got nowhere. And at the bottom of the barrel, just before the goo, where the really crazy stuff lives, is Together at Home at Last, which is fine. We are absolutely proud to say, yep, we're the bottom. We are the last vestige hope for a family to get back together and home. That's why we named it that. Mars named it Together and Home at Last, because all the crap you have to do to get there, it's a lot of crap. Oh! I am 6'3", and I guarantee you it's over my head. It was so far in my head, it took 14 years to get my kids home just to have them turn around and leave because they think while they were gone, we were living like rock stars. And I'm like, no, you went to a nice place with horses and goats and dogs, and Daddy went to go live in a garage and a pole barn to make sure that you guys were okay. And then Mommy and Daddy thought they were safe, and finally, work done. You got kicked out too. And it's like, bloody hell, what up? And I've always said, as long as it's not for me, it usually goes right. Okay. Apparently, 5-bedroom, 3-bath house is not for us and our children and such. Okay. God took care of us and kept us alive through blizzards and sub-zero weather and everything, and here we are. In a really nice home in Sandstone. Affordable.
Yeah. Together and Home at Last.
Together and Home at Last. Took 14 plus years. And then if we get into Marcia, sorry, that's another 23, 24 years?
Yeah.
Just to get back to Minnesota.
And then, and my kids aren't talking to me either.
Yeah.
They didn't live like rock stars.
Nope, they didn't live like rock stars, and they feel that they have been, and you know what? This isn't the tangent. This is just how real life works. It is messy, and it was fine a second ago, and now it's wrong. And how the hell did that happen? And what did we do? And why isn't this working? And why won't people help us? Why won't people come along and say, oh, wow, is that all you need? Tell you what, bring me to the RV. I will cut the check. Okay, so you know that the 1099 is real because you brought it to the RV. Cool beans. Somebody jump up here on this chat and volunteer, and I will give you Melissa's phone number. And you can head on down there to Vadnais Heights and pick it up with her and turn it in. And I will send this $45.75 after it hits the bank to Miss Mitchell to put gas in the RV, and you go ahead and pay that $10.99. But you'll need to say something here, because I ain't gonna put her personal information out upon YouTube in a global market. Really? I barely want to put my own phone number out there, but if I don't put it out there, y'all don't call. So, that being said, and by the way, this will be available later, which is why I'm going to lock it out at 3 hours. Plus, I got to get ready for my own family activities. Okay? So, in these 3 hours, for the amount of people who saw and passed through here, both now live and later on the review, I want you to remember this moment and what I'm about to say. And if it hurts your feelings, you might want to look at your motives. All those people who walked through, including yourself, who didn't donate to this or contact me to write the check to make sure it's real, you need to look at why. You need to think about, at some point, although I know you think you're immortal and safe and everything else, and I'm not being negative, I'm just being honest, life can happen in a blink.
And if you can't pledge to the Mitchell family, you can pledge to the April House tomorrow.
There you go. So April House tomorrow, I don't know how we're doing that. I don't know that I'm going to bother coming back here for live, because I'm an only child. I'm a narcissistic person because I'm an only child, and therefore I don't mind talking to myself or spending time with my own company. But to sit here for 3 hours to do that, I have a webcam and software, and I'm not looking to actually become immortal out here on YouTube. I wouldn't mind a couple million followers, because I will preach the gospel of get it right, get it done, get on with it, and stop being selfish and get back involved with these people, children, adults, dogs, cats, and kittens. I've got enough advocates. They got the SPCA. So they don't need my help. But believe it or not, you do. You may not need it today, and God bless you for it. You may not need it tomorrow. God bless you for that too. Matter of fact, we're going to switch gods right now. And on Sunday, you didn't need my help. And Zeus and Odin, who were playing a round of golf, blessed you. And you didn't need my help today. But on Monday of the Monday, oh no, you did. And I'm not guilting you to get this done. I'm telling you the truth. Time will come, a time that you need us. And we're asking you to get involved now, to have us there then, starting on this small project. This is 100 people.
Because we don't want to have to tell you, I'm sorry, we don't have the funds to help you. We don't want to have to tell the Mitchell family or the May family or the Simmons family or the...
Ooh, you brought Simmons back?
Yeah.
Wow. That, matter of fact, you know what? I will just say the Simmons. I won't say her name. Was mom, I think, with 3 kids. And
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I have another story, but go
Okay.
ahead with yours.
All right. So she comes and she explains what she wants to do, how she wants to do it. And it was so perfect. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is like God dropped manna from heaven right in my lap.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything complicated or weird or anything. It's exactly what we were looking for, which, by the way, I take those as hints.
Yes.
This is a small thing. This is an easy thing. We just need to do this. And we went and we did fundraising. And the world should see the same simple. Matter of fact, so only every fourth person or fifth person is a person that gets where I'm coming from. But those people will go, oh, that's cool. And they'll all donate and it'll be great. Nobody showed up. And it was long before YouTube Live and Facebook Live and blah, blah, blah across the board. We did put up posters. I'm sorry, flyers everywhere with tear-offs and blah, blah, blah across the board. And we even wrote on there, hey, you're not comfortable with your credit card situation? No problem. We're at Northview Bank in Sandstone. I expect any branch of Northview Bank will do. Feel free to go in and say, I'd like to give to the Together and Home at Last East Central Assistance Fund. It was that simple. So you could do it online. GoFundMe, by the way. You could do it through Facebook because they were just going to do that fundraising thing. And we didn't realize that Network for Good would string it out for another 70 days to get that. Wow, that was helpful. And so we got all this going. Yes, sir. Simmons family, they called and let me know that they were no longer in need of our services. Not because they had gotten where they needed or found something better, but they just couldn't risk their kids and everything else on the hope that eventually we could raise up $575. Now, as upset as I am about that 575, I'm more upset about a world full of communications and people outside. Matter of fact, the thing that's funny, Mars, and I get out of the way so you can do your story here. We may live in Pine County. We may play in Kennebec County, in Carlton County, in Santa County, and I'll do this all day. You know me. Let me start. Okay. But we're not just talking to them. We're talking to Santa Barbara, California.
Yep.
We are talking to Pig's Eye, Oregon.
Yeah.
So town so small it's not on the map unless you're right on top of it.
Yep.
We're talking to Manhattan, New York.
Yep.
Oh, listen. Georgia. Yeah. No peace I find. I bet I got a call from Mary Lou Coleman. Oops, I'm about to get yelled at. Anyway, we're talking to all of you. Yeah, answer it.
Answer. Hello.
You should warn her what we're doing.
We're in the middle of a pledge.
Live. All right, love you.
Okay, love you.
Sounds okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to stay awake, keep my brain clear, and no, this isn't America's new finest, blah, blah, blah. It's just normal picketing. Mars, story pending. We were in the Simmons, which led you to a thought of another story. It's gone? All right. By the way, we're not the youngins either. We's in the mid-class, upper class thing called the 50s. Because we're taking our cumulative yuck. Yep, there's a joke. Trying a different day. I just went there. There's a cumulative wink of wisdom here and nonprofit life here that been there, done that. Okay. And we don't do things that don't make sense. In fact, to the person who just came and left again, love you. We don't just do the It don't make no sense and do things. We prefer actually a more common sense approach. So we need $1,099 to get this done today. And common sense approach says if 100 people did $10.99 with possible processing fee, we can have this done before 4. That's why we're up here at 2 hours and 45 minutes. You got 15 minutes to do it live and get gratified. The thanked. Yep. Serious gratification. Boom. Rub your belly. Yeah, it's instant gratification. In fact, I tell you what, let's check the tally board, Marcia. That's called refresh to you. And if the number has changed, it has not. But I'm going to get the drum roll ready because Marcia believes in you. I believe in you. No, it doesn't. Yep, we still believe. Matter of fact, on LinkedIn right now, there's some stuff that we were talking about the other day that led to a talk on faith. And I'm going to throw it in here because it's not religion, it's a belief structure. If you believe that the world will be right, it might happen. If you believe the world will be right because you picked the booger in your left nose and it's the butterfly effect, that's a little iffy. But it's possible. And your belief in that booger that you should never pick out of your... Yeah, thinking about the children right now. You should never pick the booger out your nose. But it's your faith that might make that come to pass. And I pick gross and weird analogies because I need your attention. Man, whoa, what'd you do? Pay attention. If a person picks a booger out of a nose and believes it'll make it a better world, is that good faith or bad faith? It is faith. It doesn't have a good or a bad side. So we, Marcia and me, and Robert and Jacob and a few other people, Carol, I'll drag Hazard the dog back up in this to get this done. All believe and have faith that when presented with common sense and truth, you go, oh, that's a good point. Let me do that real quick. There we go. That's part of what brought us here today is I don't have time for grants of 60, 90, and 100 days. I don't. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm asking you to participate right here, right now.
You are not.
No, I am. I'm sorry. I'm stone ass sorry that I have to ask you to do this because by asking you today means all the other days were ignored. But this was enough to get your attention and interrupt your lunches, your meetings, your dinners. The guy who usually watches YouTube on the company TV in the conference room, sorry about that. Didn't know your boss was going to use the TV today. I know, and I'm sorry. But make sure you take the time and purge the channel. And just as important as the people are to get to that 1,099, so are those who share what they're watching right now and say, I can't. Oh, but I bet you would love this. Share on a friend's timeline. Retweet, tag on the thing. This is social media, people. Guess what? Being social on media can lead to saving a homeless family. Can. And the worst part about it is we come like this because we don't want the strings that come with some grants. Hold on, Mars. Hold on. You've been taught that nonprofits chase grants and endowments. Okay? And they do. They do. The downside of that is what's the catch to get what that grant is or what that endowment is? This is 100 people that can be done in, let's be reasonable, 15 minutes. So one person told another person. So every other person, yeah, 15-minute challenge here. And I want you to take a look at, especially if you watch this later. Hi, person just walked in. We're doing a 15-minute challenge, so you might want to run right now. No, stop it. You might want to run because here it is. In 15 minutes, can 100 people find out what we're doing? Not donate. Find out. And in 15 minutes from right now. Now, this person that just walked in, be it Jamie or whoever it is, I don't care because I can't see, don't care. Please turn around and click the share button below. And if you've got Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, please throw it out there so that someone can see this. And let's see if in 15 minutes, 100 people walk through this door. So when you share it, it will share the link. No, I don't want to persuade nothing. I want to make a point here.
Okay.
In 15 minutes of this person who just walked in sharing this broadcast, which will actually, by the way, finish us for the day. We only plan to be here for about 3 hours. I think I could squeeze out another hour, but I really do got to do some cooking to bring to family Easter. Okay, so in 15 minutes right now, so that'd be 3 hours and 6 minutes. I'll stay that long. And for every person who clicks the link and finds themselves seeing this face, please come to the YouTube so we can do the head count right here. And I'll bet you $1 on the ding dong if everybody actually at least shares. Those 100 people who could donate, not asking you to donate, could donate or pledge. Bet you that can be done in 50 minutes. And the reason I'm putting that out there as the challenge is because our world changed from my childhood world to your new world. There's no way I could get 100 people back in 1982 in 15 minutes using current communication technology. Not going to happen. And I had three-way call. And I can get me a phone tree up in a heartbeat. And I still can't do 100 people in 15 minutes. Now I bet you, if you really want me to get all up in it, in 15 minutes, I guarantee you, if enough people just share the link, we can do 1,000 in 15 minutes. Why? Because our world moves that fast. Now, while y'all contemplate on, wow, he's about to go off. I am. So here's the thing. Those same 100 people that we're talking about in 15 minutes, and I do hope that counter goes up because I'll be checking all the links, all the Facebook, the Tumblr, the Twitter, and how many people saw it and da-da-da. Yeah, when you do business level, they allow you to market. So we will know how many people, blah, 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 saw this post, blah, 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 watched this post for more than 30 seconds, blah, 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 across the board. And I will look at that clock and I'll be damned if I didn't 642 people. That is 642 people who could have brought this to an end. Yeah. No, I'm saying, but I'm checking it later. After, matter of fact, I'm not even going to touch it before we go to family dinner. It's leave business at home. Don't bring it to your children. Let's all eat chocolate pie. Okay. Well, I have to bring them anyway.
Yeah.
Mars is all about, she wants the phone to ring. Matter of fact, there's your second challenge, and I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay. The phone number you want to call is 320-405-9536. Her name is Marcia Blanks. She is actually somewhere between the treasurer and the secretary of this nonprofit. Okay. Everything pretty much runs through her anyway. Now, there's a call log in the phone. Okay. Here's your challenge number 2. You got 5 minutes to get that done, and we need 100 people. But you know what? Get your phone door, right? Not for any other reason than, why would I give you my phone? You know what? I absolutely understand. Okay, so we'll remove the phone thing because that's getting all up in people's personal business.
I don't.
Nope, it is. You get these calls, and I'll explain to them and you same time. Hold on a second here, please. Okay. We get calls and surveys all the time. Matter of fact, I'm more mad about the people calling me for a survey on my cell phone than I ever was on my landline. T-Mobile stabbed me in the back and let my phone number loose to some guy who wants to talk about, do you have a diabetic in the home? What the? Really? That. Hi, my name's Gene, and I went to, no, I'm from so-and-so resort. Vicky, you got that one already, haven't you? Where they call up and they swear they're from some resort you stayed at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Okay, so y'all keep your phone numbers and keep ours. You might need it. Okay, 320-405-9536. I'm homeless. I can prove I've done the gauntlet of doom, called assistance, and I've come to the bottom of the barrel to talk to Together Home at Last. And Marshall most likely reach through that home phone and hug you. She is that kind of cuddly. Okay, so challenge is up. So somebody share this link. There we go. And we will see if we can't get 100 people in 15 minutes. And we are down to 10 minutes. It's been 5 minutes already. Yeah. Time goes by fast when you're having fun. Yeah, I am. Because in all honesty, I'm going to keep going and coming back here until you see the common sense of taking care of your fellow people. I ain't got time for color, creed, breed, or other. All I got is walks on 2 legs, sometimes 3. There's the joke. And that's it. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what you believe. From the clan to the man, I don't care. At some point, you're going to need assistance. And do you want to be blocked because, well, you do have a hood on, sir. Oh, did I forget to leave that in the truck? Shit, sorry. I don't care. I am, in all honesty, not only a child of God, I am a true, deep, and devout believer in the Martin. I am an absolute Martin Luther King believer. I am an absolute Lincoln believer. Matter of fact, if we go to the conference, which we will get into in a totally different thing, which is in July, I'm climbing in. You put this in brick, baby. I'm climbing in Lincoln's lap. I'm having a good cry, and I'm giving my speech of I'm sorry to Mr. Lincoln because a man died to kill slavery and unite a country, and we still ain't got it done. We just dumped some chains. I am so sorry, Mr. Lincoln, and I already feel the tears welling up. I'm practicing for Washington, D.C. And Mr. Police Officer, just give me 2 minutes for my cry and my speech, and you can take me to jail, and I don't care. But I'm getting in Lincoln's lap, and I'm having my good cry because this is ridiculous. And this is why part of me wants my board to find someone else to do all these public appearances and such, because I don't know how to do anything else but be honest when I'm talking to you. And we have 2 minutes. We have 8 minutes to finish up that challenge. And I'm watching the counter right here on the screen. And I'm sure it's going up on Facebook and Twitter and whatever. I'll find out later. That's okay. And I'll come back and tell you. So count on that live broadcast later. Jeff's going to tell us what the count was, and I will share screens and screenshots and all sorts of stuff for you so that you can see that I wasn't bullshitting you. I'm sorry. I'm at the point where I just need to be really brutally honest. I need to earn your trust because I have work to do. Okay? I can't do what I need to do without you. Yep. We can do grants, we can do endowments, but truth be told, if you want the services to last forever, you kind of need to do it yourself. Just like I started Together and Home at Last and dragged all these people in to be on the board. And there was some chicanery involved. I did not Shanghai anybody. There was chicanery. And look, Google it. Ha! Homework while we're waiting on these people to show up. To end homelessness, you need to do it yourself. You need to turn away from the federal government and state government and everything else and say, never mind, we'll take care of this. Starting with this RV. Why? Because the person is not getting a free ride. They may be getting a hand up, but they're not getting a free ride. And they've already volunteered to pay it back and put it in writing. And no, I'm not putting it on the screen because it's digital and I didn't print it. Remember to do that. Okay. And they've already found a place to put it, which is important because no state, city, county, municipality really wants an RV sitting in the middle of nowhere on a street somewhere, possibly dumping its gray water to, yeah, I got that. So she went and found a spot for it. But we need to make sure that we help her get it today. Okay. Matter of fact, I took off the timer because in all honesty, it's ridiculous. And where are we on the challenge here? We have exactly 5 minutes and 20 seconds to finish that up. And we will also be leaving at that point. So whoever you are right there, right now, can you go over to the chat thing and say, I shared or I didn't share for me? Could you do that for me, please? And thank you. And meanwhile, whoever else is watching on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. Yep. Oh, and Stumble Upon has us too.
Oh, super.
Yeah. Oh, see, I love them. That's my heart back there. Yeah. It literally is time to do this. And it's not just helping the Mitchell family, because there will be other families. There will be. And we've turned down enough to know that they will be back if this gets out. Oh, Jeff finally got money. Okay, do you still have my application? Yes, I do. Do you still have a plan? Yes, I do. And we will work with that family because, hey, that's what we do.
Love it.
Love it. So we are down to 5 minutes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. Boom. 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes to finish up the 100-person challenge. Sharing. We're not even talking about money right now. We're just talking about sharing. And then realize that if that 100 people did that, cut it in a third, because not all the 100 want to do this. Okay. Cut it to a third and realize that only a third of the 100 are going to possibly give. That's the reality of life in the nonprofit. And actually, it's a lower percentage of more like 0.001582227 something. I lose it after the seventh of what an actual donation ratio is out of a group out of 100 people. It's that low. And in order to get to those people, we have to come to you like this. Matter of fact, I don't even feel guilty for it. What I'm sorry for is that we need to. In our third year, come like little beggars. Well, I guess we are. We're a nonprofit. And the fact that we've had to contemplate doing some of the strangest things you've ever heard of. This is like us floating up to the sanity level for a minute to get some air, knowing that we have to go back down here into the crazy and put a 50-some-year-old woman in Daisy Dukes and a tied up tank top and then put her on screen and watch the shame of, I don't know, let's say, be nice, 6 men, 3 women, and a gerbil. Yep, Renton Strange. And 2 minutes to go, by the way. And turn around and make $1 million sitting here, and letting them look upon her womanness. So they were entertained enough to drop big checks over on a fundraiser like this. We only want $1,099 to help this family with the Daisy Dukes plus the tied up tank top, which should be beyond shameful and not happening. That turned around in the 1 minute and 30 seconds we got and made $2.7 million. How messed up is that, dude? Seriously? Yeah, she's cute. Hell yeah, I like her. I kept her. She's cute. Yes, sir. I gandered and kept her. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. Okay, we are down to literally 1 minute to go. And I look forward to make it count. In the next dun, 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 50 seconds right now. I want you to turn around and click share. Boom, just click, click, click. Everybody click, click share. And then, although it don't show up here on YouTube because that's YouTube's counter, not all the connections to the counter, we will come back with the report later to show you just how much power you have to help families, friends, and other. And we are down to 20 seconds. In this day and age, 20 seconds is a lifetime. Because in 20 seconds today, Mark Zuckerberg announced the end of Facebook. And there went the stock, and there went the money, and then went everybody bailing out of their accounts. And I got that done in actually 10. So we are officially done for the day. We are at 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 6 seconds. Y'all took a 15-minute challenge. You need to take a look at what you did or did not do during a 15-minute challenge that didn't cost you a dime more than clicking on a button which you clicked on to get here. I'm Jeff Blanks, Chairman of Together Home at Last, and
I'm Marcia, the
everything else. Yeah, she's the liaison for the agencies. She's the public relations person, the secretary, and half the treasurer, because it takes a lot of people to manage the small funds we have. Feel free to drop us a couple $1 million. We'll see y'all tonight. It's Friday. Got a real life thing I have to do too. So yeah, about 7 or 8. We'll come back, turn in the report. We'll do it live, like the news. And matter of fact, you know what? We'll do it in the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it there. So therefore, you can see Marcia as a person and not just me with ventriloquism saying,
bye, y'all.
See, my lips didn't move either. Ha!